Hello, hello, hello. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, everybody. How's it going? Welcome back to Ninja Pulse. Sorry, a bit of a late start today, but we are here. When I say we, I mean both me and Maya. Just let me join Discord so you guys can say hello to her as well. Hello, hello. Is this Maya?
Who this? You Discord.
There you are. Hello. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Not so shabby, actually, today.
Amazers. Oh, looks like UESP is down.
Yeah, I think it is.
Oh no.
Well, I'm feeling a little bit better than yesterday, but I just realized I said not so shabby, and actually, shabby is exactly what I feel. It's just kind of, if you live in the UK, it's just a reflex. Oh, I'm fine, how are you? How's everyone out there? How are you guys doing today? Thank you for joining us. Lily
Hello.
Dryad.
Hello.
Hello. Lily Dryad, Guns N' Raiders, Belorda. Hello, JB Warsmith. How's it going? Cloudflare hiccups. Yeah, exactly. Presumably something of that ilk.
Oh yeah, that literally is what it says. Yeah. I didn't even.
Hey, Ted Meister. How's it going? And speaking of hiccups, we've got a response from Zos about the, about all the bugs with the writhing wall. I guess we can go through that a little bit later if people want. I didn't even log into ESO yesterday, I don't think. That's still relatively rare, that there's an entire day that I don't log in, you know?
Yeah, don't forget to log in at least once in December. That's
Why? What?
to get your 8,000.
Oh, I see, yeah. Oh, yeah, they're going to be giving away Seals of Endeavor as an apology. Right, so yeah, maybe we'll have a look at the proper statement later, but the upshot basically is there have been a lot of complaints about bugs with the writhing wall, as far as I can tell. So I've got two pieces of evidence. I've played the writhing wall a bunch on the Fortress, I should say, on PTS and on the live server. And I have not seen any bugs except once, and that was the very first time I went in there. The Infernium stood still in front of the Harvester door instead of blowing it down. Every other time, and I've lost count how many times I've cleared it now, it's been completely fine. Everyone that I've spoken to in the Discord has basically had the same experience or similar. One or two bugged instances, but generally it's working fine. However, on YouTube and in Discord, and obviously if you look at some of you in Twitch chat as well, and if you go to places like Reddit, the forums, so many people are saying this is unplayable. I've tried it multiple times. I can't get in. Everything's bugged. Now there are two factors which, I'm sorry, are inescapable. One is what Moose would always love to point out. We are, as humans, are pretty stupid. So if we've made a mistake and
What?
yeah, we are. Or we can be. We have the capacity, an amazing capacity for dumbassery. So I'm sure some of the people that are saying, "Oh, it's bugged for me," they've just gone in to an instance that's already half completed, and they go left, and the left side has already been cleared, and then it's like, "Oh, this shit is fucked." You know, they do a bulldog from Frasier. It's like, this stinks. This is total BS. When in fact, yeah, it's
I mean, I have also heard. So when the last boss, he's no longer flying away, or whatever the deal is, because he got lost a few times.
yeah, and he doesn't come back after.
But I also know that some people just didn't wait because they're like, well, it's that bug again, isn't it? And then
they didn't kill the Stormcallers, yeah.
Exactly.
So there is that, and I'm sure some of the reports are just wrong. But more importantly, there's the fact that when we have a complaint, we tend to make much more of a big deal out of it. You know, so in any forum, the people who didn't like something are going to be the most numerous and enthusiastic commentators on something. But it's obviously widespread enough that Zos have, you know, put out an apology, and they're doing this gesture to acknowledge that, yeah, we dropped the ball here, guys. It's too buggy. And I think that is pretty much all you need to know. You know, I don't think they would do that just to calm down the players. You know? Anyway, where were we? We were doing the Solstice quest just the other day, weren't we? I think I should just continue with that. Well, I might or may not have been online till close to 8 AM. There might have been some evidence in-game.
Which game? I may have missed that if you posted that. I just saw the coffee IV might be needed. That was super weird. Because obviously after TwitchCon, like loads of people were posting about, I'm going, this is what's going to happen. So I saw lots of things. They actually had an IV bar. I thought it was like a joke, but it was literally to get them over a hangover. I like that.
Lots of hotels do this.
I know, you said that. I was like, oh my god, I'm so behind the times.
Yeah, I think it's pretty normal, or not normal, but I think it's quite common now in places where they have, you know, like businessmen who go on a huge jolly with clients or whatever, or they go to a big convention.
So weird.
You know when doctors go to Vegas, they're
yeah.
In theory they're there to discuss the latest medical breakthroughs and whatnot, but in reality, there's other stuff going on, and fair enough. You know, how'd you get a bunch of busy people to head out to a convention like that unless you also make that a part of it?
Good time.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? Like seriously,
Yeah.
it kind of needs to be there. I think, even though we make fun of it. So yeah, I think in situations like that, like in Vegas, you find a lot of hotels that have an IV service in the room to just get you over that hangover in record time.
Still crazy. Anyway, Guns N' Raiders' only bug I experienced was nothing loaded in the fortress the first time it opened. However, a few hours later, it was all good. Yeah, they were sort of hot fixing that, right? JB Warsmith, a simple rule in marketing is if someone has a bad experience, they will tell at least 12 other people about it. If someone has a positive experience, they will tell a maximum of 4 people. I used to work in a store. Yeah, that's a very, very good point.
Yeah, that sounds
And
about
that
right.
tracks.
Even if it's not literally those numbers, that is 100% correct in like the sort of the vibe and spirit of the thing.
Is this one of those things like what's more interesting around a drink stable, whatever? I had an awful experience. This person was so rude. They did this and that, or it was really nice. Yeah.
Well, it makes sense from a psychological or socio-psychological standpoint. Like if you've got do not eat that berry, do not go to that part of the forest. That is more important information than saying, you know what, I had a really nice walk. The flowers over there were really beautiful. Do you know what I mean? Like that is really collapsing it down to slightly childish simplicity, but I still think it's fair enough. That's why we have a tendency to amplify the negative, and why news is such a problem. You know that guy, the philosopher Steven Pinker, a few years ago wrote what was it called? It was something to do with like, the world isn't that bad. It's not, don't despair kind of thing. And he had a couple of theses in there. One of them was that society and history goes through swings of the pendulum, like extreme weather. It'll go one way or the other. So tracking how bad things are at their lowest point, what you got to do is then look back at what other low points have we had in the last 100 years. And when you look at the sweep of history like that, things are getting better. And the other thing he said was that our perception of reality is filtered through media, social media in particular, and these almost always amplify depressing, sad, or shocking or horrifying things. Not everyone was convinced, but he's a smart man.
Don't press the red button. Exactly. I really want to. JB Warsmith. Also, it's easier to ask a question in insert name of random semi-related chat forum something than to do a simple Google search. Yeah, what is that?
Yeah, what's up with that? I'm with you.
It's also not just sort of, but yeah, that. But it's also people just not reading. I remember posting. It was literally 2 lines. The first line, our groups are recruiting. The second line was, click on the links and then DM me with the whatever's needed. It was right there. Some social media. Sorry. There you go. Appreciate it. and I had an immediately DM from someone saying, "How do I apply?"
Right behind you, pal.
I thought if you had literally just read beyond the title, it was right there. This person didn't even read the second line. Like, to me, that was.
I would love
crazy.
to. I would give a great deal to understand that psychology.
I am here,
Oh, here we go.
and I brought Galarian.
It appears you brought some friends, too.
I will honor our agreement. If
So
you
this is
hand
the
over the gift of death.
this is the
You're
extent to
pissing.
which I will spoil.
I'll get it for you. Right?
So that's Wormblood.
I was allowed to press the red button. Worked safety training. Nice, Belorda.
Whoops.
Yeah. I remember when we used to like test fire alarms and stuff. It's like, yes, press the fire alarm. But congratulations on being trusted to press the red button.
Yeah.
I'm
But
gonna-
yeah, anyway, enough about that. Welcome on in and welcome back to Ninja Pulls. We are... Hello! I'm a little bit unwell today, so apologies if the energy isn't quite up to the usual standard.
Well, I'm here to help with that.
Yeah, thank you, my legend.
I know. Hey, Chinchilla, how's it going? Hey, Mayan Khan and Ted the Boss. And Doggo.
Chinchilla, how you doing?
Give Floofs a treat. Where's my Floof? Come on, then. One Floof. Well, the other Floof has had a lot of food last night, so I think he's taken a bit of a hiatus from food. The dog never does. There you go. Go, go, go. How did you enjoy that treat from Chinchilla? It's sweet.
Does that mean it was good? Yes, please.
I think so. I think it's, yes, please more.
Vanus, we're here. You're safe now.
Galarian, fuck yeah.
Yeah, that definitely needed more energy. Where are you?
This is fairly close to the end of the Western Solstice story.
Gift of death now. No, traitor. You won't.
I already did this because I think somebody in chat was doing it, like, oh man, I can't kill this. They were just struggling to finish off the last encounter in here. You know, a couple of build tweaks would have fixed it, but I just hopped down and give them a hand. It was pretty fun.
And I know who to bring back.
Gabriel, no. There must be another way.
Da-da-dum. Anyway, I'm deliberately not focusing on the action and the dialogue. Don't want to spoil it for anyone who hasn't done it yet. We're just, looking to get to the end so that we can shoot down the wall, basically.
Talking to me? Thought I heard my name. I was just, yeah. Twitch being twitchy. I don't know. But yeah, Belor does explain. Floof got the treat and I was very happy. It said, hello, my doc hit me up till 3:30 a.m. and now I just woke up on her terms around 8:30 a.m. That's nice.
Oh, how nice it was it.
Gabrielle? Wait. Gabrielle? Gabrielle sacrificed herself for me?
Bum bum bum.
Wait. This relic. It's a light of Meridia.
I'm trying. Take the hint, Maya. I'm trying to get you to talk over this. I'm turning the camera the other way. La 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 la. Let's not.
La, 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 la. I'm playing ESO and listening to dialogue, so not paying too much attention to stream.
Yeah, absolutely fine. Opposite of what I'm doing.
Okay, I'm supposed to be talking. I'm talking.
No, it's fine. I think we're good. I think we're good now.
To be fair, I was being distracted by the dog. She's so happy her tail is going, but she's hitting Khan's desk. So it's kind of funny. Just bang, 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 bang.
Also, we have some very technical and not particularly interesting news in some ways, but it should make for a better stream. I am looking to separate my gaming machine and my streaming machine. which, you know, that is a standard thing. Should have happened ages ago, you could say, but Maya is the one who got all the streaming equipment, and then she had to go
Yes,
and
I do.
she had to go and go work full time, whilst I did the full time streaming and content creation thing. So we did it a little bit ass backwards, but you know, that's kind of the way it's going to work.
The dog is going crazy. JB Water saying, Khan, where are you from, if you don't mind me asking? What do you think? Before, where would you place him? Aerosif, what kind of dog is it? It's a chocolate lab. She's going to be 9 on the 4th of January. Like, crazy.
Yeah, I'm
She's
not looking
still
forward
such
to
a-
her getting old.
No. She's such a happy, crazy nutfit.
It's Scotland.
So-
My dad's family is Scottish, to be fair. My grandmother had quite an interesting
Meridia's champion is
sort of posh Scottish accent. My dad's mum.
Velora 2 PC setup. Hopefully everything goes smooth.
Yeah. Well, it's going to be a PC and a Mac actually, but whatever. All right.
Now, can someone tell me
I have
what
not
exactly
seen
is going on here? Darian got here? Is it really
Vamos
you?
Galarian staff is safe with
All right,
me.
let's get the hell out of here.
I think we should leave it behind.
I think I managed relatively well to avoid spoilerage there. Let's not dwell on it.
Yeah, my pupper is an old pupper, 14, and still gets zoomies. What kind? What kind of puppers is he? Yeah, I remember taking them to the vets. We used to have to, and just saying, oh, so this puppy, he's 10 or however I put it, or 11, whatever he was at that point, and the vet just looked at me and was like, I love how you're still saying puppy. I was like, well,
Yeah.
of course he is.
For the light, Sir Darian. Gabrielle left
I
notes for
I
you.
misread Erisith. I read that as zombies first.
He still gets zombies.
With the new Call of Duty game, there's been a lot of references to zombies around the internet.
We have much to discuss.
She's a chug chihuahua pug mix. That's brilliant. Chug.
We must try.
Hey, I got the sloth.
Honest Galarian. This
Sloth, I guess
Solstice
is what I would
thanks
say.
you all. You have sacrificed much on our behalf.
Right.
I shall miss Gabrielle.
Gabrielle,
Solstice, thanks you all. Thank you very much.
Christ will never
I would never have guessed that my Stamsort could be the first to complete this story on the live server.
honor the choices of
I mean, an alternative is Puawa. That's also cute.
My sister used to be very fond of a joke that was, oh, what do you call a cross between a Shih Tzu and a bulldog? Bullshit.
look to the sea, my friends.
Yes.
I remember that being one of those when she was like, I don't know, 14 or something. She told it a few too many times. Like, it's not that good. Relax. You can relax.
So when you take the dog on a walk, you are going out for a chug.
I love it. Hey Maya,
Chihuahua.
I think this is it.
Puawa. Hua. It's getting silly now, isn't it?
I'm not certain. I haven't actually done this before, but I think this is it. If you guys haven't seen this yet, are you ready, Maya?
Come.
I'm ready.
Work from the Stark Fellowship.
Didn't you record it?
Hey Mermal.
Good to see you, champion.
I could do it on another
I must
character.
say, the Meridian lens is
Okay.
truly a one. The writhing wall is stubborn. We can Gabriel theorized that the writhing
No, I have
wall-
seen
Oh no,
more
I'm,
than
I'm not.
this.
I'm not quite done. No, I have to do more stuff.
Ah. Sag. I just realized we started streaming without having had lunch.
Yeah, that's kind
Kinda
of dumb.
Yeah.
Oh, whatever. Like everything about the last week's schedule has been completely stupid. Why should we start doing things any differently now?
True that. True that.
We will get our shit together at some point, guys. Don't you worry. It will happen. One day. And we'll write a book about it.
Dear diary, I got
Yeah.
my shit together today. What did you do?
I've finally retired, and now I can get my shit together.
Yeah.
That used to be the term my mates and I would use for if someone was, you know, had a bit too much the previous evening, and they were suffering the consequences, you know, and using the bathroom, so getting their shit together.
Ew.
Actually, we'd normally say sorting himself out, because it was always a he. He's sorting himself out. Bum 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 bum. This was the bit I was worried might be gone because I went into the instance and there was just nothing there. But fortunately, it is still here. I was
Gabriel's notes.
gonna say that would suck.
Hey, JV Warsmith, welcome to our Discord.
Hey, welcome on in.
Era says we usually only take her on walks if we go to parks. Otherwise, she runs in our backyard because she's aggressive Napoleon syndrome. She just barks.
Oh no.
Uh, he's going for a tactical spew or tactical chunder.
Yeah, TC, yeah.
TC, yeah. Yeah, our dog, like, she never makes any noise. Or not really. Every now and then, like, if she looks out of the window, she's a dog outside. It's like,
She's
"Woo!"
got a bit of a
That's about it.
Scooby-Doo bark on her.
Hey, Ryder, thank you so much for the sub. Much appreciated.
Briar Talk,
Thank
hey.
you.
I've been, I won't say missing you, that sounds manipulative, like, why aren't you here? I've been noticing your absence.
Everyone here is counting.
So lovely to see you here. How's it going?
Hello, Calantax.
And hey, Calentex, how you doing? But yeah, when our dog sees like a Labrador running around and gets a little bit jealous, because we've got a football field just a hop, skip, and a jump away from our house, you can see it from the window, and people walk their dogs on the grass, grassy area beside the pitch, sometimes on the pitch. And yeah, she'll make a sort of "roo" noise a little bit like that. Don't know if that came through, but it's a little bit like Scooby Doo. I've not seen a lot of Scooby Doo, but I'm aware that he sort of goes, you know, like that.
A horselet.
Isn't that? Yeah, it's sort of a horsey. And if the dog does that little bark and I imitate it, she gets very, very agitated.
What are you doing?
Yeah, like she always comes over to me with her ears back, and I don't think she thinks she's in trouble, but she's obviously bothered by me doing an impression of her. Roo. Yeah, she's wagging like crazy right now. What are you doing? What are you saying?
Bellotta. Dear Diary, streaming times were fun, but I've never been able to get my shit together. Right, so I'm okay, been a bit busy. Oh, I get that.
No worries. I know how that
No
feels.
worries, yeah.
Lovely to see you, though. That's the main thing. Oh, may as well partake. Ah, so now people are actually soloing these things. Look at that. That's 2 players and 2 companions. Who's this? Well, it's not a tank because they're beaming.
Did a duo on NA yesterday, was fun, yeah. So I was giving players 8,000 Seas of Endeavors for bad wall event, day 1 of December login rewards, yeah.
Yep. Yeah, we will cover that a little bit later if people are interested.
And we're going to have the Writhing Fortress again early 2026. Just kind of weird.
I've no idea if anyone's keeping up Major Breach, so figured I would do it. I got no stamp! I recommend doing this, you know? It's not like hard enough that you will struggle, or you certainly shouldn't struggle. If you do, it's nothing to do with like skill, it'll just be that your setup isn't right or isn't good enough. I actually recommend doing these, you know, with like, see if you can do it with 1 or 2 people, or solo it. I don't know. It's not. I'm not going to make a YouTube video on that. I think too many people would say that is impossible to solo for me. Fuck you. They would be wrong, but you know that's fine. But yeah, I think they're actually quite fun because the incoming damage isn't very high. They just take a long time to kill, don't they? That was the issue on PTS. That after they did what we asked and buffed their health, they took such a long time for us to kill.
What if we just got a really big ladder?
So I've already done this on stream a couple of times.
I sense
But again, I'll try to
something
avoid
magic.
spoilerage.
Let's see what it looks like.
I expect most of you have done it already.
Oh, so his blurb just not blurping. That's a shame.
Well, we know there's a
I know.
Cloudflare
Yeah.
issue, right?
Paul, duck ads. I'm being nice. I'm guessing it's not. There's auto-corrected something else. The duck.
No, it's just I'm being nice by not saying fuck the ads. Feel free to just say it straight up. That's fine.
Anyways, yeah, I'm not mad. I got ads. I'm mad. I hid my gym this week, and all my ads were for fast food.
Why don't villains ever set up shop? Nice.
Oh, that's frustrating. Well, ads are annoying. I get it. Thanks, Paul. Fuck ads. All right. But we appreciate you guys sitting through them because, well, we gotta eat. So
Yeah, without the ads,
Yeah.
there's no way we'd be here.
yeah, appreciate you guys sitting through them. And sometimes they are super weird. I was soloing to the end boss. I'm still not really high CP level on an A, and it was doable. Yeah, what CP are you on on an A now? Out of curiosity.
So we're tracking the exchange of energy here.
I would watch just ads if it actually gave you guys decent money. Thank you, Erosif. It does add up. To be honest, yeah, it's not. Yeah, it's not amazing, but it does add up. So appreciate it.
Oh, I need to do this as well. I saw the other player doing it. I thought, well, I don't need to do that.
Find the other shrine.
I love this shrine. It looks a little bit frightened. Oops. Do you see what I mean? The hands over the face.
Hey, it's Frosty the Dope Man. Subbing. Thank you so much. How is it going?
No way, Frosty. How's it going? Nice to see you, buddy. We know Frosty. If you guys don't know Frosty, I mean, keep it quiet. You know, don't tell everyone. Don't want everyone to know. But you can fix that pretty easily. He's on Twitch, twitching around. Lovely guy. We did some dungeons with Frosty last year. Met him in London as well.
It does add up. Well, I didn't
Ayo.
because I never get to do fun things.
No, you don't.
Yeah, sorry, Khan, I interrupted you there.
It's because you made fun of someone's appearance in a former life. Oh no, that was me this morning. You made fun of. But anyway, guys, give Frosty a follow. We see him streaming Elder Scrolls or anything else. Always a fun hang.
It's cool. Even Frosty. That was bad. I'm
That
sorry.
was really rubbish. You sounded like you didn't even believe in it
No, I didn't.
before it came out of your mouth. It's just like, I'm gonna tell a fucking joke. It's gonna suck. Apologies that my energy is a little bit low today. I don't know what excuse Maya's got. Probably I'm just bringing her down.
Ew. What I don't like about Twitch ads is that your show keeps going and we miss things. Yeah, we try not to do anything too cool.
Yeah, I'm getting better at that. Like, if there's anything interesting, on the rare occasion, there might be something vaguely interesting happening, I tried to, like, hit pause, snooze on that until the ads are over.
It's Frosty saying, yeah, all good, second day off the week, so I'm happy about doing lots of life admin. Yeah, I get ya. How's it going? Thanks for the shout out. Of course.
But of course, I mean,
Hey, Gilly.
whilst this is extremely cliche, I kind of hate myself for jumping on it. But if you do really not enjoy the Twitch ads, maybe consider a sub. It's, you know, once a month. I know a lot of people don't like that amount going to, like, half of it goes to Twitch. If you're a small channel like we are. But, you know, it is an option. And at least I hope we stream often enough, you know, 5 days a week to make it a worthwhile thing to do. You know, the cost of a pint of beer or an expensive coffee. I guess $4 or $5 isn't even an expensive coffee anymore, is it?
There's
Just a
another
regular.
lighting distortion. Take a look and see if we can get it to reveal whatever it's hiding.
It's like such an old man.
I know, right?
Back in
You're
my
like, "Hey,
day,
how
you
are
could get a cup
you?"
of coffee for £1.
One leak.
Well, Khan is a bit. He wasn't feeling great. He's still not quite feeling great.
I'm getting there. I'm not going to complain
But-
too much.
yeah.
Thank you, though.
Lots of big square crystals, but no
Oh,
binding
Guns N'
link
Raiders,
to
say
those
I'd love to
chains
gift you a
yet.
sub.
I think the chain comes from somewhere deeper in the cavern. Now that's a briny reach. Of course, the worm cold hits the smelliest cave on the island.
But Lord, I didn't want to say it. Sounds like fishing.
I know, right? It's one of those things. Do I read these out? Because I feel like, you know, it's neither Khan and I are very good at sales.
I actually used to work in sales, and I was quite good at it, but I hated the bullshitty sales thing.
Yeah. So it's much easier that if it's two of us, I can be like, Khan works so hard, guys. You know, if you want to support Khan, then you can do all these things. It's much easier. Whereas,
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
the other
we
way
hide
around,
behind
like,
each other.
Yeah. Or like, hey guys, so I did loads of work. Can you like support me? It's, no. Thanks, Belorda.
No, honestly, I think most people are down. They get it. If you're doing something good,
Oh no, Guns N' Roses, is blurping not blurping? Or is it blurping? Are you hearing anything, Khan? Because you'd hear it.
I
right?
hear nothing.
Ah, shucks. Yeah, so blurps down, flares, whatever.
I mean, let me just check. But it's
I
nothing.
was checking that I was doing it.
I'm fairly certain there's nothing on my end, but let me
No blurping, no Belodus.
let me tab out and just check. No, should all be there.
Oh, Kamul, thanks for the sub and blurp blurp.
Hey, it's Kamul. Time for another shout out. Again, if you don't know Kamul, be careful who you tell. But I'm just going to repeat the same joke. But yeah, check him out for some really, really top quality, high class PvP and conversation. That's what you want. Also PvP with a twist, the RP PvP. That never stops being interesting. Like, I don't know if you had this thought, Jamal, but when I first became aware that was like,
Belodra.
that was very much your thing, the question it begged for me was, well, how long until that idea runs out of road? I didn't think hard about it. I thought, oh, that's really cool. I wonder how long you can keep that going. But it seems like you would never need to switch gears. It's just an inherently interesting thing. And it's not like you make a Gandalf character for PvP and then you're done. He keeps changing. So it's like anything else in any other build in this game. Man, I keep talking to Darian because I get excited about loot. But yeah, go and give Kamul a follow as well, guys. Get it done.
Was that Paul? I buy 400-pound bags of dark roast coffee for a 55-gallon barrow on maple syrup. Is that like a bartering system? Erazith, update on my PC. I attempted to fix it and wasted thermal paste for using the wrong bracket. And now I've got to wait for a friend to get in town to reach my backplate.
Oh,
Probably
no.
gonna take everything off. Oh no! Oh. Nice, Paul. That sounds really fun.
Ghost chains ahead. I think we're close to the
Paul,
main
not Canadian, bartering with maple syrup.
Yeah.
Sometimes Zoss blesses us with an RP improvement set or skill. How was that, Belorda? I got a really nice gift yesterday. Jewelry crafting surveys and collected them right away. Ooh. That actually reminds me. I need to log in, don't I?
I really do not need to get this Sky Shard. Why am I bothering?
I want my sky shot.
Shiny.
It's very shiny. It's a shiny thing.
See how I shard? Hey, Maya. I just sharded.
I don't want to see you shard, bro. No thanks. I think, you know, there are some limits in a relationship.
So when you fart into your trousers a little too vigorously on an aeroplane, is that a sky shard?
That was really weird.
Yeah, I'm sorry. My brain is not where it should be today.
I'm not even sure why I'm laughing. That wasn't funny.
No, it wasn't.
There's a whole Argonian temple in
Ow.
those haunted caverns.
Don't collect every West Solstice Sky Shard. It will bug Eastern Solstice ones.
I'm not going to. There's not a chance. I do enjoy picking up sky shards on
Hey,
old
Gluebeck.
characters, though. Oh no, Gluebex! I'm sorry to hear that, but
That's not good.
yeah, it's offset by just the delight at seeing you you here with us. Hope you're having a good week so far.
What even is the day today?
It's Tuesday.
Tuesday.
We've got Leo a little bit later.
So losing track of days.
I
like,
know, I
completely.
know.
I have no idea what the fuck's going on. I can't believe that I was in my stupid training and, you know, you picked me up a week ago in that horrendous weather. It was like pitch black, insane rain in the middle of buttfuck country. So,
Oh yeah, we had to take a couple of country lanes. I hate that.
ridiculous.
What a great
Well,
time to discover that the inside of your windshield has become a little bit greasy.
Yeah, that was fun.
That was weird. Not an issue I've ever really had to contend with. I just keep a relatively clean car and that sort of it. But I became aware that lights were. It was sort of really, really horrible weather, very, very dark. And you know that's already a lovely combination with like small, tight, windy roads. But then I was aware like when a car is about to pass us, an oncoming vehicle, it is really difficult for me to see anything, and it was because I don't know, like little droplets that had sort of interfered with the smoothness or the I guess purely just the transparency, the purity of the windshield had made it so that I was getting like a clouding effect, like a halo
That was
sort of a glow.
ridiculous.
And we eventually I just pulled in and whipped out the old microfiber, went to town on my side of the windshield. I was like, oh my god, how have I been doing this? Yeah, but it had been that long since I did a nighttime drive in terrible weather like that.
Yeah,
I just
mean,
had not
I
noticed
had
it.
no idea how the fuck you saw anything. Like in general, it was completely just dark.
It was fucking nasty. I had like a moment
was,
of
yeah.
blindness every time a car was about to pass us.
Yeah.
I was like, I can't see anything for a split second here.
Yeah, Paul is saying our family at one time could have held the title of world's biggest producers of maple syrup. Really? That's so cool.
That is very cool.
I do like maple syrup.
I mean, not exactly a hot take there, Maya. Hey guys, you won't believe this. I think kittens are cute. I like maple syrup. I mean, is there anyone who doesn't like?
I feel like some people don't. How do you feed stations into the master stations again? I forgot.
I think you just interact with the station and provide it's in your inventory.
Well, no, that's not the case.
Oh. I'm sure that it is.
Because I don't. What?
I'm pretty sure I've done it. I could be wrong. I could be wrong.
Oh no, I haven't. I actually didn't attune them, did I?
Derp.
I'm so stupid because Belorda got me the attunable stations I need, so to go and get them. So but yeah, I forgot I hadn't actually done the attuning. Sorry. Thank you, Belorda, and thank you. That was very, very cool. Kamal also.
I was about to read that. Yeah. All right. Thanks.
Nick's apology post and the gift to everyone next month has pleasantly surprised me. Kudos for the accountability and what seems to be sincerest to do better in the future. Sincereness, I can't read.
Yeah, I
yeah.
completely agree. I think it's unexpected, but it's absolutely the right move, isn't it? And I do feel, but like I've said this a few times, while we are complaining about the game, about the devs, you know, oh, this isn't working. I mean, I haven't been complaining that much because I haven't really run into any bugs, but I'm aware that other people are, and it sucks for them. But we've also been saying, I feel bad for the devs as well. You know, not just the ones whose job it is to ensure that these bugs don't arrive, but, you know, Finn and his team, who made the Writhing Fortress, and the folks who worked to balance it and and do all of that stuff. And now there are bugs preventing people from just enjoying it. Yeah, it's got to suck. So
Maya!
they've got to feel pretty crap about it as well. And I wonder what the answer is, because as I said many times during PTS and since, not a lot of people jumped in and tested it. It was difficult to test because it's not particularly soloable, and it doesn't have the prestige and excitement of a new trial, so you weren't going to get lots of endgamers in there testing it out because they were like, well, this is easy, why would we run it again? So maybe we need to think about that. Maybe we need to... I mean, it's still the dev's job to test their own game, obviously, but if we can help, if they do this in future, by arranging a PTS posse, right, Maya? A little bit like we did for the actual
Yeah, exactly.
launch of the Fortress, and then just run it a bunch of times. It's actually much more efficient to do it that way, rather than me spending an hour on PTS and clearing it 1.5 times. Imagine how many times we could do it if we went in with a group of 12,
And you
20,
know I
whatever.
love organizing, so yes, please, I'll do.
Yeah, Maya is super sprung for that organization.
Oh yeah, massive hard on.
Did you just tent your jeans a little bit?
Oh yeah.
Wow. For a lady, that's impressive. But no, that's true.
But yeah, hey Erin, how's it going?
Erin, hello, happy Tuesday.
Meridian Lens
Beloda
is
saying,
making
yeah, I was also surprised by his
excellent
post. For me, it felt
Scouts
like
report a new
the
fissure in the mountainside nearby, revealed by a landslide.
sincerest apology ever by
Our
Zos.
mages think the writhing wall's growing instability triggered it. I need someone to see if we can use this fissure.
There's
to
been a
reach
tendency in the
Eastern
past to... I don't know if this is an individual decision or a personality trait or advice by legal. I'm guessing it might actually be advice by folks in legal. Never to use the word sorry or mistake or apology or whatever. You know, things like...
As
we-
accountability.
we regret and things like that. And like we talked about this a while ago, that we looked at a bunch of apologies from 2022, was it? Or 2021? Maybe we made the video in 22, whatever.
I remember when we
Yeah,
made it.
but whenever
actually,
it was, you did that whole review. It was not
Yeah.
a great year. There were lots of things that were, which did not go to plan or went incredibly badly. And was sort of own goals and very unfortunate PR things. And Maya just went through them point by point. And it was amazing how they managed to quote unquote apologize. And you know, they weren't insincere. They were still quite effective apologies, but they did not use, they refused to use that word. And yeah, I can't imagine that that feels natural to a person to do that. It feels like a politician who's been coached to avoid certain things. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Blame everything on the lawyers, but you know what I mean. That's
Zulu, I really thought the idea was awesome.
it is.
That of the yeah.
Anyway, speaking of awesome things, just very quickly, this is the one, like, what are they called? Custom interaction that I always click. Really? You thought about a big fisher and you heard about a big fisher and thought of me? He gets all, Prince Azar gets all awkward. Oh, it didn't come out the way I'd intended.
Thank you, Commander.
Anyway, that's enough. I just wanted to,
The fissure.
I'm not sure if you were here when we did it before, Maya.
No, I've heard it, but yeah. Speaking of bugs, Ares is saying, so I don't like maple syrup. I had maple syrup from a farmer's market as a kid, and there was bugs in it. Oh, that stuck with me. Yeah, okay.
The fissure, Princess.
That's yucky. So now, a very important question. If I have 2 attunable jewelry stations in my inventory, and I go and attune, will both of them get attuned, or just the one? 'Cause I've never been, I've never wanted
One.
to test it. You sure?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do it. I'll test it.
And if I'm wrong, I'll give you another one.
Yeah, I mean, I assumed it would just be the one, but I just never wanted to try it, just in case.
So Erezith genuinely doesn't like maple syrup, that's fair. But especially if you had that experience, that
Yeah, I know, that would
makes a
stick
little
with me
more
too.
sense, yeah.
The writhing wall is weak. We cannot let it fall. Begin the ritual. I will supply the necessary.
The writhing wall, we cannot let it fall. Well,
They're trying to
it's
patch the
gonna.
writhing
It's a
wall.
foregone
Come on,
conclusion,
we have to
dickweed.
stop the ritual.
Sorry, Metamarco. That's his name, isn't it?
I thought his name was Dickweed.
Yeah, Dickweed. Granny Marco. Where is she?
Yep.
We owe her a beer for making our assault on the fortress so easy.
Metamarco looked like he was busy.
And she's like, yeah, it's refreshing to see this kind of exposure from the game director of ZOS. I hope they continue to be this open and their CMs learn from his example. His CMs learn from his example.
Community managers. I think,
Yeah.
if anything, the impetus might be coming from there. Not
Yeah.
to not give credit where credit's due. But yeah, there's been a bit of a shake-up. Like, for example, Gina is now more focused on content creator engagement, and that side of things has definitely seen a bump in terms of... And we haven't been there for that long, I suppose. But I think that's pretty much unanimous.
Also, it's not down
That's
to
got
the...
a little bit more...
Yeah.
A little better this year.
Also, it's not down to one person. Everything has to go through so many hoops before it comes out. Hey, DeBessia, how's it going? So it's yeah.
But yeah, the transparency and unsincerity, like, yes, definitely more of that.
So are there just two stationed on the whole of Solstice? One south, one north. You know what I mean?
East and west? No, there are
Yeah.
3.
There are 3.
Deal with them while I repair the writhing wall.
I forgot he goes immune immediately.
Look like sleeping.
Metamarco's shielding that altar. Hang on. I can take care
Easton got to, yeah.
Meridius
But I just can't see it, which is bugging me.
Check him out. Look at Darian.
fought with her life.
Oh, look at him, so shiny.
You are a
He's a golden
disappointing
boy.
vessel for Meridia's light.
And then he takes one.
I have
Takes one to the face.
Don't worry about me. Destroy the altar.
You have my thanks. You delivered a light of Meridia into my hands, just when I needed one the most.
Yeah, good one, Darian.
Served its purpose.
So I love... This was our first look when we came in here on PTS. This is the first time we'd seen any of this architecture.
Hey, thanks for the follow there, Sleepy Obelix.
Welcome on in. I still love it. I know now we've seen the house, we've seen Eastern Solstice, we've seen Minas Morgul on the other side of the wall, we've seen the inside of the fortress, so it's not new anymore. But I still think it looks incredible. It's one of the more interesting, certainly probably the more interesting of the evil playsets they've done over the years. Do you know what I mean? The Castle Thorn playset that we got, and all the alchemical nonsense with Stone Garden and all of that stuff in Greymore. That was pretty damn cool. But I think this might give it a run for its money. It's just so... It's so over the top. It's so flamboyantly evil and macabre. I just dig it. It's perfect for the worm cult.
Hey, LeBro, how's it going?
Hello, bro!
And congrats on the official ESO page. Oh, is that for the video?
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, that was very cool. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, that feels good. I mean, I don't think that was part of the plan, but they just decided, hey,
Well, that's the thing. There
let's
isn't
do that.
a dedicated guide to the fortress. Obviously, there's lots of things on just the event in general. But this one was like an in-depth mechanics guide on the fortress.
Careful,
so-
Mile. You'll get us in trouble again if we claim that we're the only ones doing this.
Oh, shush.
Yeah.
Erin, what if we don't destroy the altar and just stand there and watch Will May Marco kill Golden Boy? Or keep on sucking his light? Fatal Winter, got any tips for a good beginner class to play? Anything that, that what you start with has never really mattered, as in, like, one is easier to master as a beginner. But now with subclassing that you can have, mix and match, it really doesn't matter. If you just want to sort of get into the game, have one that's sort of easy to get quite a bit of damage, so level, and then you can still do tanking and healing. Something like an Arcanist is probably a good place to start. But honestly, let me post the video that Khan made about just classes in this game. Not sort of, this one does the best damage, but just, what do they feel like? And then just pick something you want to play.
Right, who knows how much longer this will last. I give it 6 months, roughly. Maybe longer, but Arcanist right now, it's hard to recommend anything else, except to say that anything, what we want as damage dealers is this. Herald of the Tome. That's these moves here that I'm doing, the beam. You don't need it. You absolutely don't. I've got a couple of setups that kick a ton of ass, and overworld content is very easy, very forgiving, so you do not need the survivability or damage that is that comes with Herald of the Tome. You can do anything you want, so it's impossible for you to make a bad choice or a wrong choice. But yeah, Arcanist is hard to say no to for damage dealer viability right now, because so many, not all, but so many of the most useful setups will involve Herald of the Tome. Almost all of them, frankly, at the upper end of things.
Herald of the Tome.
Herald of the Tome. If you're more interested in making a character that can do anything, PvP, tanking, healing, damage, then maybe go with Nightblade. Because assassination and siphoning, well, assassination or siphoning are used almost everywhere. But again, just for now, who knows? In 6 months, maybe that'll look very different. So, yeah, I guess what Maya said, don't worry too much. But if right now you want something which is super easy, powerful, strong, yeah,
and shiny. Very, very shiny. And Fatal Winter saying, I bought this game 2014, played it once, and haven't touched it since. Thought it would be a great time to test it out again. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, do it. We just had a big drop. If you're an Oblivion fan, you might be interested in the story drop that we've had this year. So 6 months ago, we got this. I know you can't see it now, but the island was divided in two by this wall. The wall is now technically down. I can shoot it down whenever I want. That's a per-player thing, so you can do that as well. Although, yeah, this is still the latest content pass, so maybe I shouldn't be plugging this one too hard. This one will be coming to ESO Plus in, I guess, 6 months' time now. Around April, May, something like that. But anyway, this is Worm Cult story, so Mannimarco. He's featured to some degree in all of the Elder Scrolls single-player games, but he was a big character in the Elder Scrolls Online base game story. He's in many ways the real catalyst that sets everything off. On paper, like on the face of it, it's Molag Bal who does that. He's the big Daedric threat, but in actual fact,
he's the one with big balls.
Yeah, Mannimarco is kind of the one who sets everything in motion, and that's why it's appropriate that for the 10th/11th anniversary, Zos did a revisit, like a continuation of that storyline. So the Worm Cult is back, and yeah, we're fighting them here on this island. It feels a little bit bad just rushing the story to such a degree on stream, but I'd rather do that than spoil key moments for people. So I'm skipping through most of the dialogue very quickly.
Warden
There
is
we
my
go.
base
Look,
build. Warden's
Maya?
great, yeah.
You watching?
Very wide. Wow, that's great. Oh. Oh. There's still a wisp of a wall.
Yeah, there are still little, like...
Have some thoughts on that too.
Wisps.
A word, comrade?
That's pretty cool, though, isn't it? That's a fun moment. Sorry I didn't give you guys a little bit more notice. I suddenly realized, hang on, I'm doing it right now, aren't I?
That's what he said.
Yeah.
Sorry.
What do you guys think? So that...
Well, we did just have ads, so...
Oh, was it happening whilst I did that? Shit, that sucks.
General Scordo, the other leaders went
So you just ride right through it now. I guess that will be there whilst the fortress is still up. Once the fortress is gone, this little curtain will probably disappear as well. They still haven't fixed the bug where you can't ride from east to west. No! I just can't get through.
But yeah, Fatal Winter Absolute Sword and Board is a tanking thing. Any class can do it. So yeah, you're not going to be wrong. The only thing is obviously leveling. Any character is easier to level as a DD.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, you don't need a tank for story content. In fact, it's a little bit like, I don't know, it's a little bit like showing up to a running competition wearing like heavy armor or something. You want to be nimble and you want to go fast. You're gonna make your life so much harder by building for survivability in a part of the game which assumes no survivability whatsoever. It takes it very, very, very easy on you.
Hey, Fatal Winter, thank you so much for the follow.
Thank you.
Much appreciate it. All right, so
But there we go. That was the first time I actually
Liam
shot
Hart.
down the wall.
nice. Mum's touch. PCNA versus PCEU. Thanks for the follow, by the way. More population for PvP. Ooh.
I don't actually know that there's that much difference.
I don't think so. No.
Both
I
are
think-
pretty decent. I would say that there's more stream sniping on the on the NA server, but that's just because, you know, content creators that I talk to, they complain about that more on the NA server than they do on the EU server. And I don't mean they complain more. I mean it happens to them more. But that's one of the main
Whining
differences. Yeah, that's one of the only differences I can really think of. It's relatively lively on both, but not as lively as it could or should be on either. And that is hopefully a thing that's going to be changing in 2026 with once they conclude whatever vengeance testing they've got up their sleeves.
Yeah, we've got another vengeance test coming up in December.
Chainmail, is that even the right word?
It's
It
just
is the
looking
right
at
word,
that,
yeah. Main chail.
I always do my cardio in chainmail. EU got through the wall first. We were in the group, yeah.
Yeah, we were literally the first group that did it.
Yeah.
That was pretty
Not
fun.
in the group. We were the first group, yeah. We had so many people with us that some of them sadly made it, had to be in another instance, but they were just a couple of minutes behind us, so yeah.
Yeah, we didn't win
usually
it by a lot, did we?
No.
Eggbirds and Bislobo did it 2 to 3 minutes later. It was
Yeah.
not long after.
The EU population in general is higher, and I played the event on both servers. On NA, players weren't that much into the event. I mean, we're talking about PvP in general.
Yeah, yeah, PvP, right?
Yeah. And yeah, if you're saying that you usually start to play this time, then EU is probably a better call. Yeah, as Erin is saying.
Yeah.
If the meridian lens fails,
Play what works best with your time zone, with your peak hours. But now that the wall is down, it really becomes crystal clear just how fucking crazy the geography here is on Solstice. Like, this is like, you know, we went on our honeymoon to St. Lucia, and the geography there is pretty nuts. But it is not as extreme as this.
Got you blowed up. Yeah, that is pretty fun.
Cool though, huh? Mm-hmm. Looking forward to seeing it on a nice sunny day. I wonder if we'll ever get a World of Warcraft style, you know, Cataclysm thing, or sort of the opposite of Cataclysm, I guess, where all the depredation and horrendous like wasteland that we've got on the other side, if that ever gets healed, I would love to see that. You know, can we like get into these areas that are all blue and fucked up, and maybe if we go down the well, we can like kill that big red mushroom growing at the bottom, and then the taint will be removed from the land and Solstice will be healed. Hang on, no, wrong game. Sorry.
Yeah, I was like, what?
We have been streaming and promoting Enshrouded recently. Why is my Samsung so fast? I was able to make that jump without a mount. What's going on? 6 medium celerity. It was obviously a sprint jump. No, I can't do it again.
Twitch recap is coming out in general. Oh, I want to see that. I always like looking at it because, especially last year, no, it's 2 years ago. So we did this massive rate train, but we did it like just around the time the recap came up, and it like our numbers went through the freaking roof. So it was really funny.
Completely
having
fucked
to wait
up.
a whole year.
It completely threw things off because you'd had like 5.6 thousand people watching.
And we had like 500 people follow in the space of 24 hours, so it's kind of nuts. Oh, recap. Yeah. Anyway, nothing.
Where's the next bit of story content now? I guess he's gonna throw it over to Eastern Solstice now.
We did it, comrade.
We did it, comrade.
The writhing wall no longer
We
stands
did
alone.
it!
The Sturk Fellowship can finally strike into
Third time leveling up. I don't know if I can do that. Well, that's the thing. We do need people
If we
on
save
the
our world from a new
Xboxes and
plane method in the
PlayStation so we can have a
process,
guild there.
Even better.
Just saying.
Our assembled forces begin the march east. We'll scour this island clean of the worm cult and all their evil works. We could not have gotten this far.
Are you lost, Khan? You sound lost.
He's very chill, isn't he?
Reward for your efforts.
Yeah, very. He's like,
Princess
yeah,
Eye, he's
whatever.
just won
The Sturk Fellowship.
an amazing victory, and he's like part of the... He and Scordo are pretty much like the main ones that put the entire fellowship, the Sturk Fellowship, together. I think those two guys, more than perhaps anyone else, made it happen. Obviously, the elves on Solstice as well played a huge part, but like, I don't know. I think the director could have said to the actor, "All right, now something amazing has just happened. Yeah, that you've just caused the Berlin Wall to come down. It is a huge day. It's a great day," and he's just like, "We did it." I mean, the voiceover is awesome. Don't get me wrong, but you want a little more from him in that moment. It feels so momentous.
Hey, kiddings. How's it going? Hey, can you show me your map, Khan, when you have a minute?
Not while the worm cult
Yeah.
persists.
Because I can't
Maps
see the
provided by
3
region
stations.
reveal an ancient fortification beyond
I
the mountain
Rupert.
pass. Whoever controls the
Gristmung.
road
It doesn't
controls
sound
the
good, does it?
pass through
Doctor,
the
doctor.
Barrier
Can't
Buster.
push deeper
Oh,
into
give
the
Dog a
eastern side of the
treat.
island if the
Treat,
worm
thank
cult
you.
occupies it.
Hello, she's
And if
here.
we can't press
Yep,
forward,
that's rude.
we can't rescue Varnus or put
I was going to make a joke. I was going to say, "Doctor, doctor, I've got Gristmung. What can you give me for that? I got a date in 2 days." It's urgent. So there was one craftable set on... Oh yeah, they changed it. No, they did something weird, because... Are you looking at my screen now? This was the Tideborn crafting area, but they changed it. It's now Fellowship's Fortitude, and there was supposed to be one more.
Oh, it's top right, obviously. But yeah, I can't see the third.
Where is the top right?
Well, keep going up. Left. Down.
Oh, there, yeah, sorry. Shared burden. I don't think there is a third one currently.
So where did it go?
Yeah, Tideborn is just gone, man. It's just gone from the game. Well, let me actually ride over there to confirm that it isn't just a UI issue. I'm pretty sure it's actually been changed at the station. I remember talking about that. I just haven't had time to test anything out. Man, these last couple of weeks have been crazy. I love it. But I'm also completely thrown.
Oh, sorry, Moose. There's flares. Blurpy's not blurping. Moose, please
There is
start
flare.
Star Wars Cantina.
How's that? I'll just do these for the rest of the day.
Yeah, that's what we did last time. You might want to be careful.
There's nothing wrong with my throat.
Don't
It's
lose your voice.
just the rest of me is completely hollowed out today.
Sounds so dramatic. No,
Yeah, but that's how it feels. Like, you know?
I know. Oh, I know.
No, it is. It is still Tideborn. No, it is still correct. I could have sworn somebody told me that it had been changed at the actual stations
So it's just a map.
themselves. So yeah. Well, where would we guess? If there's one here, you'd think it's somewhere around here.
Fellowship. So where is Fellowship's Fortitude then?
Don't know. Maybe they're both here? No, it's just Tideborn.
Erin's saying we need a corporate apology from Khan in sexy trailer voice for failure to blurb trigger. Of blurb trigger, even. It's like, hang on, that doesn't make sense. But I can't. Now I've got an earworm.
Using what's it called? Null Arca in Overworld is actually pretty funny because it'll proc at things really, really far away from you, and because there's no other visual noise to distract you, you kind of see all of it. I've seen everything. So we can swim with the Ornogs.
I don't think it's safe to swim with them, is it?
The sound is so dramatic when you die to that shit. Alright, so what do we reckon? Somewhere down here? If anybody knows, by the way, feel free to tell us where the actual Fellowship's Fortitude set is.
I can't.
And UESP's down, isn't it? So we can't even look it up.
There we go. Bolonas posted the map.
Thank you
yeah,
very
it is
much.
south. I don't know if you can see it.
Is it anywhere near Zatjil Pier?
Zorhist. And between that and Soul Caller's Haunt.
Soul
And
Caller's Haunt.
That's the boss. And the Stone Cove Way Shrine.
So I'm right on top of it.
Moose talked to an American friend today who had their niece with them, and schools and school officers came up. Not a thing over here, and her young niece said, "That's dangerous," and gasped and covered their mouth, made me both laugh and feel sad.
I don't understand. You mean
Yeah.
like a cop whose job it is to stop the school shooting?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. It's a really difficult needle to thread with that whole the gun culture thing, because on the one hand, I get it. I could see myself being a gun guy if I'd just grown up around that, like, especially for hunting and whatnot. Probably not just going down to the firing range and shooting
go down to the pub.
shooting a
That's not right, is
handgun.
it?
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
Yes.
I get it. You know, gun culture is not completely a mystery to me. It makes as much sense as car culture in some ways. And you know, the United States has this this sort of proud history of, you know, being the plucky revolutionaries who rose up to overthrow dictatorship, but let's face it, a lot of that shit is just not what it's really about. It's just left versus right posturing, and I feel like all you need to do to puncture that balloon of bullshit is just to look around the world and say, yeah, other people don't have police officers who would need to go to their kids' school because there's going to be a shooting. Like, this is not normal anywhere else in the world. Do you know what I mean? You sort of get to that realization and then, kind of conversation over. But nope.
Unknown Drop, thank you so much for the follow. Below that, guns only in third-person shooters for me. Yeah. In fact, she thinks not having a police officer patrolling the school is
Third-person
dangerous. I
shooters.
found sad. I got it. Third-person shooter, yeah.
I don't love a third-person shooter, not gonna lie. Unless it's like Thief, where you go into first person while aiming. So you said it was between the Way Shrine and Soul Caller's Haunt. It's between these two, right?
No. between the boss and then the Zorhist on the right.
Oh,
So between the Waste
so,
Shrine and
some,
that, on,
so it's
on the roof.
probably that. Is it that thing there?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, a police officer come to school in 5th grade. Why? Preparation for the bicycle exam. Brilliant. IRL third person paintball is something I want to try after Khan reminded me of that person who tried
Oh,
third
yeah.
person IRL.
Yes.
Oh my god, what?
I think it would make me so sick. But yeah, man, I'd love it if we had a proper streaming room, sort of. If we had that shit together, I'd be so tempted to just go all in on the new Steam family of products.
Mm-hmm.
That would be really interesting. I mean, VR is a difficult thing to stream, I think, because you cannot. Like, you guys aren't seeing what I'm seeing, obviously, not quite, but it's close enough. You get a sense
As long
of.
as you can see the person as well, then it would kind of be funny.
Yeah, it could absolutely work. It's just
Yeah.
not. It's not
So
apples
Steam
to apples.
sponsorship, yes please,
Yeah, no,
is
no.
what we're saying. Funkler, ours would come to school to warn us about drugs. Oh yeah. I don't think we had a police officer, but we had like social workers, sort of things.
We had
What are
an
you saying?
aging rock star come to my school. Now, kids, remember, don't buy drugs. Become a rock star, and they give you them for free. No, I went to Catholic school. There was absolutely no anti-drug chat there. No, we didn't have much stuff like that. Remember, we had a
No.
couple of hippies come in one time and play the crucifixion scene on like a tiny TV. Well, it was a big TV, but in like an assembly hall. That's no good. You know, even a 50-inch TV is not gonna do shit. And they put on the crucifixion scene from The Last Temptation of Christ and played Everybody Hurts by REM
Oh my god.
and thought that would be a useful thing for teenagers to. Like, loads of kids at this school were like genuinely, they were people of faith. They were Catholic, not just in name. But even they were like, my God, what a lot of rubbish. Like,
Would be cool if you could jump down there and glide to the tents. Oh yeah, Alataria, gliding. I need that in this game. Laura, we were
yeah.
accompanied by police officers during the bicycle exam in elementary school, and in kindergarten we got a pedestrian pass because they taught us how to behave in traffic as a pedestrian. I love that. Paul, second craft is set in the south along the road. Yeah.
Thank you very much for that.
Yeah, thank
So there we
you.
go. Is that now fixed it? Fellowship Forge.
Yeah, I've got it now.
Well, it says Tideborn Foundry, but it still has the wrong tooltip. And this one has no
The wrong
tooltip.
tool.
Yeah.
Not that tool. Okay, I got it. People didn't care about much drugs. This was like when we were kids, 13, 14.
Yeah.
We had a talk. I can't remember who it was, but they came to talk to us when we were quite young about sexually transmitted diseases with pictures.
See, I never got
fair.
any of that.
I think it was more of a like ew. Those. It wasn't necessarily the pus seeping out of the holes. I mean, that was also gross, but it was also like.
I don't remember any of this in Denmark or the UK.
But at that point, most people wouldn't have seen a wee wee, and a hoo hoo, and a pee pee, and all that, unless it was their own. So it's a bit like, whoa, that's a lot of information right there.
I remember a lot of guys being really bummed out when the concept of wet dreams was described to them at age 9. They're like, that's fucking gross. Can I not, please?
Sex ed. No, we didn't actually have sex ed. It was just this random attempt at like, I don't even know.
I think one of
what
my
they were
friends
doing.
even asked the special teacher who'd come in, is that like, seriously? All guys have this? Yep. And pretty sure it was a lady as well. So how she was able to say it with such confidence, who the hell knows? But in Denmark, I feel like the assumption was just that, well, your parents are well-adjusted people, they'll sort you out. Whereas in a lot of, certainly in the UK, and I think particularly in America, I get the impression, it's from the movies, so who the hell knows, but I've been told by people who are American that the depiction of high school, especially in Hollywood, is eerily accurate in terms of the sort of the, I was going to say the ins and outs, but that is an unfortunate choice of words. In terms of like the way that everything sort of hangs together. But yeah, there's almost an assumption that your parents are incapable of explaining anything, so we have to do it. And that just seems ass backwards. Like, yeah.
Thanks for the follow there. And Zay, we had the most weird teacher. He bought a corn mag.
A corn mag.
And then showed us a picture and said, "This is my favorite because she has a huge rack." Whoa. That's weird.
That is pretty strange. You can get fired.
Oh,
Yeah.
Look at that rack.
My sister wasn't in
Oh,
this.
blimey.
My sister wasn't in this particular class, but
Sorry.
a guy that worked at her school. My sister went to a different school than I did, so I never knew this teacher. But she went to a different school from the age of like 17 to 19. And yeah, one of the maths teachers he had a bunch of things projected from his laptop to a screen behind him.
Oh, yeah.
And you can guess where this is going. It was for like an exam. I think they then did some mock exams, and he forgot the projector was still on and just started watching some porn on mute on his laptop. And it was projected like across the whiteboard behind him.
Freaking idiot.
You absolute tool. I mean, if you're that stupid, you shouldn't be teaching. You can't teach shit, you know? But,
Can't even hide porn. I mean, come on.
yeah, if there's
that's-
one thing I've learned. But yeah, that was a huge scandal. And I think the school... My sister went to a very nice private school for those 2 years. I decided to stay where I was, but we would have had... We had very different late teens as a result. Like, all of her friends were, like, fucking loaded, and half their families were famous or whatever. Whereas all my mates were complete idiots.
Yeah, watching
the
porn in a
best way.
school mag. Yeah, I know. Oh my,
What
right?
the hell? It's
so
so
dumb.
weird. But I think they even had somebody on the staff to come in to the class and... What the hell's going on here?
Excuse me, sir. You're
No,
not
but-
supposed to be watching that.
No, but to, like, explain to the kids not to talk about it, the school's going to handle this. But then someone told their parents and they figured it out that, well, why would they tell you not to tell? We can blab to the press. Has anyone seen this yet? I've not seen these guys.
Aw,
Fucking Rogues Gallery. Doesn't this look a bit
sexy
like...
boy.
He looks a bit like my mate Rory, doesn't he? If he shaved and painted himself red.
Yeah. Hang on. So Gilly's saying, nice. Since a few years, Mum and I are examiners for the bicycle exam in our town. We stand on the road and check if the kids follow the traffic rules. I could tell you stories of what those kids do. Oh, that's really... I bet it can be quite frustrating, but it's really sweet. Right talk, watching... Yeah, we would have said that. Yeah, I know. What a tool. Belora, the creepy teacher, was my chemistry one. He liked the young, beautiful, skinny girls. Ugh.
Oh, fucking
Actually,
gross.
my physics teacher... Was it him? Yeah, he was fucking one of my classmates. Really nice. Classy.
Bandit.
Um,
One of my
horrible.
friends from a different school, I met him at university. He had a lot of sex with his maths teacher.
Eek.
And she was like 40 and he was 18, 19. Like,
Really, wow, just realized how boring my school was.
yeah, I don't think any of this happened at my school. Anything like that. But yeah, what do you guys... Not to be gross about it. We're not talking sexually. But like, who's the coolest?
Oh, Erezi, that sounds scary.
Is that supposed to be a dark seducer, or is it just
Yeah. What?
That's definitely meant to be a golden saint.
What are they doing? I was a horny teen, then grew into a man in the 70s.
She is definitely the coolest. Am I right? I mean, she's
Oh, yeah.
she's got the painted on Batman abs, but whatever. The Dremora is definitely the coolest.
Grew up in the 80s, nice. Boy, man, hey, sexy ninjas, hey there, how's it
Hey.
going? How you doing? All this talk reminds me of my chemistry teacher. He was also a grade A weirdo. I actually had a fantastic chemistry teacher. I would have studied chemistry if I had stayed in Prague. But I moved to the UK instead. She's really good. Bright Talk, I know it happened on my school, but they stayed together after she was done with school. So I guess there was something more for them. But like the age difference though?
Yeah. It took me a while to grok this. I think I had to be in my mid-20s to really understand this. And this is not to judge. Like, you don't choose who you fall in love with and stuff like this, but there is an inherent and an inherently sinister power imbalance when there is an age difference that wide. I think even 5 years, if someone's like 20 versus 25 or 25 to 30, that is a huge gulf. If you think of yourself, those of you who are old enough, if you think of yourself at 25 and 30, like the difference is incredible. In terms of what you knew and what you'd experienced, how many reps you had, and how well you were able to, presumably, how well you were able to fend off or defend yourself against emotional manipulation and things like that. Of course, not every relationship is manipulative. Most are not. But what I mean is that there is an undercurrent there, which is quite nasty the more you think about it. It really clicked for me. I had a girl working in my office years ago, and she was going through a divorce with a guy who was much, much older than her, but it had never occurred to her to find it weird. And then the conversation sort of turned to the nature of that. And one of my friends was having none of it, and he said to her, "Look, no, it's fucked up. If that happened, I would call the cops. If one of my friends was at that age and what this guy did to you happened to her, I would call the fucking cops." And obviously she was immediately defensive and saying, "What are you talking about? Teenage girls are incredibly manipulative." And this friend of mine was quite a bit older than me. He was like 33 or something at the time. And he turned to her and said, all right, imagine this. Imagine I'm starting to date an 18 or 19-year-old. Is there any way in hell you think they are going to be manipulating me? Which way is the power imbalance here? Fucking think about it. And she literally burst into tears because I think the realization just dawned on her that this had been something she'd lied to herself about. And there was something inherently unpleasant in thinking about how much power the one person had over the other. It was very unpleasant to be a part of, but I'll never forget it.
Interesting chat, work chat. Yeah, Paul Oldman here, 68 in April. Nice. I can't imagine being with someone in their 20s. They would feel like a child. But I think I've got some friends in their 20s, but I don't care about age at all. Friends, very different. I think it's actually incredibly healthy to talk and have
you should have friends who are much poorer and much richer than you, and from every cultural background that you possibly can. Obviously, you don't go shopping for friends, but yeah, the wider we cast our net in that regard, the better.
But it's a relationship, and there are inherent difficulties and differences.
It's a tricky area to get into, and I know people who are in relationships where the age gap is very wide, and I don't give them any shit about it. That's none of my business. But yeah, there's a tricky element to it. Let's leave it at that. Anyway, let's talk to this guy and see what the hell's happening here. I'm really intrigued.
Yeah, what Bright Talk is saying, friends is different than love relations. Exactly, yeah.
Poor Sharadak's mind unwinds faster than a bobbin of yarn thrown into the wind.
Sharadak.
A bobbin of yarn? Sharadak.
This cat may never know.
Isn't he from the Bible? Sharadak, Meshach, and Abednego? I didn't know that.
Bye, Bright Talk. Thank you so much for hopping in.
I'll see you later. Have a lovely afternoon. I didn't know that because of the Beastie Boys, to be fair. Alright, what's going on here, dude?
This vexing criminal has summoned Daedra from far plains of oblivion and disguised herself as one of them. Sharadak already knows little of those that hail from plains beyond our own. But
this is not a marked quest. Is it just a random encounter that you can have?
Looks like it.
That's pretty fun that they're doing that now. Like the one where the guy is the Daedric Prince of Mathness. Because he's trying to summon Sheogorath, but he bites his tongue during the summoning and summons the Prince of Mathness instead. So you get this Daedra trying to get him to solve arithmetic. Have you not seen that one, Maya?
Oh, no, yeah, I have. Yeah.
She's compelled each of these fiends to accuse another of being the real Millie Renaud. So questioning them just leads Sharadak in circles.
I really like this. I love the idea. This is a type of world building that I love, and the fantasy doesn't do often enough. Terry Pratchett was like the master of this. When you do that sci-fi trick of saying, all right, let's assume a particular, technology exists. It may be completely fantastical, complete science fiction, but let's take that as a premise. This exists. This is possible. And where do we go from there? What would people do? How would we industrialize frost magic? How would we industrialize levitation? How would this affect, the medical practice in this play? All these kind of things. I love the idea that someone skilled in sorcery or conjuration can go on the lam by summoning Daedra to throw investigators off the set. That's fucking crazy. That's such a funny idea.
Yeah, Mayberry is saying, yep, random encounter. Daenerys as well. Hello, by the way. Yep. And there's Lily Dry saying, weirdest thing, there was a rumor that our biology teacher was in a porn movie, and some video went around. Someone showed me the video. I was like, that's not her. I found the teacher in an empty classroom sobbing. Oh, that's so sad.
Oh, jeez. Why would she sob if it wasn't her?
Well, if that's a rumor going around, that's enough, isn't it? Erin, I once got sick because of exposure to Lu wind. Dry, hot wind that comes from desert side, okay, which blows here in the summer. I used to play outside recklessly before that. Got first-hand taste of how brutal sun can be. Okay, yeah. I saw Lu and wind. I likes to play catch. How's it going? There's also a mage in a water bubble. Yeah, I just ran past that dude.
But that guy's on Western Solstice, right? This one isn't.
Yeah.
The real Millie must be the lighting in Sharadak's
Willow says hi too. Hello.
Has this been on Western Solstice the whole time?
To unravel the sanity of her pursuer like
Because
this.
I've managed to miss it completely, if that's the case. That'd be fun.
Hells, how's it going? You're saying, I hope you feel better. I know.
Hey, man.
Ooh, what street? Ooh. Hey, Bob, how's it going?
Clearly the Dremora is the real Millie Renaud.
You're looking for the real Millie Renaud? It's the Havocrel.
The Havocrel is the real Millie Renaud, mortal. Not surprised that you couldn't figure that out yourself.
So the only one not being implicated is her? So it's got to be her.
I really don't know how she keeps getting away with it. Making deals with mortals.
Oh, there's Eggbirds. I missed Eggbirds.
Hey.
Hello.
Find the right mortal.
How's it going?
Wait, make a deal with Sharadak.
Oh, that's fun.
You kids staying up till 8 a.m. playing computer games.
I mean, if you've got a day off the following day, that sounds like fun.
No, of course it does. I don't think I could. I think I
You could... What are you talking about?
could do it.
There's just no video game that has that hold over you at the moment.
Your scales should mend in no time.
You know, think of like when we've got really into something, especially a game that we're playing together.
Oh, recently, especially, I've been too fucking tired to even consider staying up. Like, my eyes are closing. I'm slowly falling asleep at my desk.
I'll tell you what. So, although we've said many times how, you know, the break from the content release schedule this year was not really that much of a break. It's just very much the same format, except that we got it split down the middle and delivered in 2 halves. It's becoming clear there's a lot less about Eastern Solstice that is like traditional. There's no hub city, you know?
Insomnia Aaron, hi, how's it going? Oh, you guys did IA, nice. Eggbirds is still feeling a little ill, but just finished teaching at uni, nice. What was that? I had a teacher in my teenage years who was somewhat hot. She messaged, she massaged my back while we were swimming and said that I've got a strong back. Not gonna lie, I wouldn't have said no if I didn't wear so damp in the past. Whoa.
Never had even a whiff of anything like that with a teacher ever. There was a maths teacher I got on with very well, but no. There's nothing like that.
I'm just dancing in the guild hall.
Isn't that a song? I can only... Whenever I think of that song by Top Loader, I used to hate that song. I'm not even sure why. Maybe I was just too little when it came out.
So no extracurricular multiplication for you, Carl?
Yeah, exactly, yeah. Add, subtract, add, subtract. No, none of that. No multiplying. Oh yeah, give me that square root. No, it just makes it, that song just makes me think of Four Lions now. You know, the terrorist movie. When they're on the way to bomb
That
the
movie,
marathon,
yeah.
and Top Loader comes on in the car on the motorway, and they just start singing it.
Give me all that naughty math talk.
I'm trying to think of... There's got to be something much better than anything that we just said.
Hey, it's Aheld. With me, baby, 1 + 1 = 4. I don't know.
There's a joke in there about, like, find the decimal point. Maybe something like that.
Dexter says, I just got back into this game, but I'm having trouble making a good Arcanist build. You just want a pure Arcanist build? Is that, or are you base Arcanist?
If you are at the point where you are subclassing already, you don't have to do it this way, but just combine Herald of the Tome with Assassination from the Nightblade and Stormcalling from the Sork. Honestly, you can do anything with this. Once you get into dungeons and trials where tanks are already providing you with major resolve, then you won't need the Hurricane, and suddenly this line doesn't look as attractive. Then you can go for different things like, ooh, I don't know, Ardent Flame from the Dragon Knight. You could go with Dawn's Wrath from the Sorcerer, etc. Sorry, from Templar. I mean, any of the other damage skill lines, really. But honestly, for just like one setup that'll get you through pretty much anything, and you can even grab a couple of sets that will just work anywhere. Unsul is a good idea. Unsul and... Actually, Null Arc is actually not that bad. People think of it as a single target set, but even in trash pulls, it does a lot of damage. A surprising amount of damage. None of these fights are lasting long enough for it to go off. Here we go. Yes, look how much damage it did. It's fucking crazy. It's like my second highest source of damage.
As you say, I had a second grade teacher call me retarded because of my fraternal twin had a little better grades. Oh, that's dreadful.
Jesus. You don't use that word if you're a teacher.
No. No.
I mean,
But yeah, like how's the teeth?
none of us are supposed to use that word, are we, really?
No.
Because it's unnecessarily hurtful.
That's dreadful. Wow.
Oh, he's still here.
Flirting has to be direct for me, or else I don't get it. But it's one of those things. You're like, are they doing it? Like, unless it's, you don't want to be like presumptuous and be like, hang on, excuse me, are you flirting with me right now? Because it's like, no, I wasn't. It's like, oh, that's awkward.
Yeah, what's that line from? Is it Curb Your Enthusiasm? Not everything is a hit.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm really leaning into tanking now because there is never a shortage of DDs, but it's really not the same for tanks and healers. But where do I go for learning the gameplay of a tank properly? Hyperioxes, I reckon. I mean, we are talking beginner mode here. I mean, you can ask here. Khan is an extremely experienced tank, but of course, Hyperiotes, you know, his website and YouTube, yeah, great stuff, and he's got beginner builds as well. The only thing I would definitely say, like, build as opposed to understanding how the class works. You know, just get into dungeons.
Yeah, you don't want to
Team up
build.
with buddies.
You want just practice. But I think that was also the way the question was framed, right?
Yeah, exactly.
This is unnecessarily stressful. No, to Solo.
Bethesda just released Part 2 trailer for The Writhing Wall. Link is in your Discord.
Wow. What the hell am I dying to here? This is soloable. It is. I've done it a couple of times, but it takes a while. Even to two-man it takes a while.
Oh, so it's about what lies beyond the wall. I can't speak. Full beans.
I think that pool seems to work with line of sight.
You are dying to damage.
Dying to stupid.
Dungeons and just do it. Slaughter Taunt. Yeah, Taunt is good. Yeah, I pretty much just use this his subclass build, but I quickly learned that I don't understand how it works, falling into the build trap. Yeah. Going good, still sensitive, but able to eat soft foods. Oh wow, that's taken a long time there, like Super Cat.
Oh, it's a matter of days.
I suppose, yeah, I do lose track of time, as I said.
It
about
seems
100
longer
times.
than it actually
Yeah.
has been.
Yeah, Astrum, welcome in. I changed my Warden Healer to green balance, curative rune form, siphoning. Is there anything that I could slot as a damage spammable? I only use this character very rarely for random pledges.
Why would you want a damage ability on a healer? Is that because like you're getting with groups that are utterly useless and you want to be able to do something?
Belorda. Perfectly. I give up, stupid word. Yeah, the amount of times I've tried an autocorrect.
Oh my
did
God.
something, and I keep trying to change it, and then I like change it, post it again, and I'm like, fuck, it's still wrong. It's like I just posted it 4 times, and every time it was wrong. I'm pretty sure I did it to Khan in a message the other day, so I sent it off, and obviously you can't retract it there, so I kept trying to send the
come on,
correct
come
word,
on.
and it just wasn't happening.
Come and take this guy down with me. So many bar swaps are not happening. So many hurricanes aren't casting. I'm having to double cast it quite a lot.
Wow, that you're selling me on coming and joining you.
Well, it's just making it much more difficult than it bloody should be to solo this guy. I mean, really, the reason I died there was because I missed the blob.
I disabled autocorrect on my phone. Yeah, sometimes it just does its own thing. And I'm like, how do we get from there to there?
I'm not sure it's ever been useful. It must have been
No.
at some point.
Yeah, Moosy's just saying, I just don't need to spam all the heals in easy dungeon.
Maybe I need, like,
A life.
a soft heal here.
Oh.
Oh no, someone else is here. I was hoping we could two-man it, Maya.
Yeah, well, send me a thingy. Oh Lord, I see. My dyslexic brain autocorrects the autocorrect and it still doesn't look right. Well, mine does weird stuff. Like, it, for some reason, autocorrect's awesome if I misspell it in a weird way to Chinese. Literally the word Chinese. I don't understand how. And I have sent a message saying, oh, that's Chinese. What? I don't know. I don't know why it thinks that that's what I want to post. My autocorrect just disliked English. Well, now the phone has also started doing, obviously I text in Czech as well. So it tries to figure out which language I'm in, and then it just sort of switches. It's like, no, stop doing that.
Yeah.
Atash, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in, welcome in. Hey, bro, how's it going? Yeah, it's really weird. It's like, no, you don't know better. I think yeah, too annoying.
Thank goodness for bloody renewal, though. It's keeping me in stamina. Look at this. I'm running max stat food and sustaining as a breeze.
I have some quests about the game. Quests? Questions? Ask away. But yeah, it reminds me, there's an interview with Emma Thompson where in one of the like American TV talk shows, and this is so as a writer, you know, what do you think of AI and sort of predictive text and all that? And she just goes, just fuck off, just fucking fuck off, okay? And she does give a little bit of a, like, what bothers me is that it keeps trying to correct my stuff, and then I write it and it says, hey, shall I rewrite it for you? I think, you know, I can do a better job of this paragraph. Like,
yeah, it's
no.
excruciatingly annoying.
Yeah.
I'm the same with
I don't want to start the word with a capital letter.
with recommendation algorithms as well. That also sucks. Like how often do they give you a recommendation that is actually of use?
Hey,
It does
Grey Cat,
happen.
thanks for the treat to foods. There's Atash saying, what is stack? Stack of what? Are we talking stack, like people stack in trials kind of thing? Stack command or stacks of damage? You know, buffs? What? In what context? Erin, I'm learning German these days, and the placement of Z and Y messes up words for me sometimes when I forget which keyboard I have active. Yep, I know what you mean. Why German? Just funsies? When I was in the US, I had the same issue with the keyboard. Yeah, I have an American keyboard, so... But there is actually... I looked it up, couldn't find a switch, but actually... There is a switch. I don't know which button it is, so sometimes I just randomly switch it. and it just somehow switches this button back, usually when I restart the PC. So, yeah, weird, right? But it's funny. Wait, they're not using a QR QWERTY. They're not, yeah, got it. Keyboard layout in Germany? I like... Yeah.
It is... it's almost the same. But yeah, slightly different.
People said to me that I have to use the stacks during the instance. But how does it work? Yeah, I'm sorry, I don't think that's still making sense to me.
Yeah, if it's something that somebody
more?
said here, we could probably explain it. But ask us to explain what somebody else said to you once may or may not work. If they ask you to stack, it means you're supposed to stand. Say this is the enemy right here. He's facing that way. So the tank is on this side. Taking damage, applying debuffs, whatever. DDs go on the other side and stack here. One left, one right. Right next to each other. Healer can then move around behind them and easily heal. Because one of the main heals you use is going to be corridor shaped, like this. That's combat prayer. And that'll go straight through the stack. Hit you, both DDs, and the tank. And then if you're placing AoEs as well, and this is obviously not a healing AoE, but same principle there. If you drop an AoE here, and that's a healing AoE, you can see the DDs will both be in it. You can stand in it as well. The tank is also in it. And often it's not just a case of that effect on the ground, dealing a little bit of healing every second. What it'll actually do is if you're using the right sets and all the rest of it, it'll buff your group. It'll increase their health. It will increase their resistances. It will increase their weapon and spell damage. Obviously, you don't care about that for the tanks so much, but what the hey, every little helps. What else? These are all things that are just inherited beyond the heal itself, so that's probably what they're talking about.
Yeah, Dash is saying, I was doing Instance Cloud Rest, so a trial, and someone told that some people didn't use the stack. Yeah, people didn't stack. People need to stack together. Yeah.
Yeah, if people are not stacking in trials, they don't know how to play the game. And that's fine. You know, I didn't know that when I started, but it's like a big deal. You cannot go and do trials, especially Cloud Rest, and not move as a group. It's like, imagine if you go to a football match and your team are getting their asses absolutely handed to them by their opponents, because your team are just, 6 of them are standing in the goal, thinking that that's useful. I need to stand here, right? Then it's harder for the enemy to get the ball past me and into the net. But that means you only have half as many people out on the pitch actually making anything happen. And then you have the other 6 people on the team are all following one random player. The group needs to work together, the team needs to work together, or it cannot achieve anything. Trials in ESO are designed to work in a similar way. Maybe not quite as challenging as coordinating a sports team, but it's actually not that far off. There's just a few basic things like make sure the healing is in one place and the DDs are all there. Healers cannot, heal there. They can't do that. It's just not how this game works. You could do that with very light heals, like smart heals, but a lot of those are also applied in an AoE. And yeah, the game keeps getting... This is one of the problems with power creep, is that the game keeps getting easier and easier and easier, and what it does then is it teaches us very bad habits, because people are like, well, I've gone through every single trial in this game on normal, and I never needed to stack, or I never needed to do this. The healer never needed to do these things. The tank didn't need to do any of these things, and that is a problem, because then people approach veteran content and they can have a bad time, either because they get absolutely fisted, for want of a better expression,
Wow.
or they get told off by other people, telling them things that don't necessarily make sense. Like you're saying, use the stack. I don't even know what that means, and that's fair enough. But to the person telling you, they're like, this is like passing the ball in basketball or football. This is like, if you don't know how to stack or what stacking is for, why are you even here? That's what these people are thinking when they see it. So yeah, and honestly, it's nobody's fault. If it's anyone's fault, I'd say it's the developers for allowing the power creep to happen the way it has. But there's not a lot they can do about it, and you wouldn't want them to stop power creep completely.
Hey, it's Tevi. How's it going?
Hey Tevi, how you
Let's do
doing?
a shout out for Tevi. Go follow Tevi.
But yeah, so I hope that helps. Hope that makes sense. But it's like that may be why you got a little bit of a lippy response from someone about people aren't stacking, because it's completely necessary, especially in Cloud Rest, and yeah, it's seen as pretty normal and fundamental. So for those who just joined us, welcome on in. This is Khan.
This is Maya. Hiya.
Energy's a little bit lower today because not feeling on top tippity top form, but we did take down the wall. We did it. We properly did it.
Hey, thank you so much, Erin, for gifting subs to the community. Much appreciated. Oh, Nilandia just got a sub. also.
Nilandia, nice.
Yeah. Shout out for little old me. Absolutely. Okay, in basic words, how does stack work? I held stand as one. Yeah, well, there we go.
Yeah, it's the same thing, you know, when you see a stack of plates or a stack of books.
Erin gifting more subs. Thank you so
Oh,
much.
wow, Erin, thank you so much. Yeah, it just comes from that. You know, you stack a bunch of plates together. You put them one on top of the other. If I were to stack... Let's find another player. If I were to stack with this player, I would do it like this.
Yeah.
You literally... I mean, you can be next to one another like that. A little bit in front, off to the side. But ideally, you want to be all in one place. It means that the healers have so much of an easier time placing all of their buffs and heals in one place. Everyone's in range of everything that is good for the group. And it makes it easier for the tank. Often they have to turn things away from the group. If the group is kind of all spread out, where do you point the boss? If the group is clearly in one place, there's a clear dividing line, front and back, left and right.
I think we got it now. Erin has gifted 666 subs in total in the community. Holy
Wow.
smokes. Thank you so much. And Al, thank you so much for gifting.
Thank
I want
you.
to join too. There we go. Thank you so much. And we've got a hype train incoming. So
Oh, whoa, what?
just over 3.5 minutes. If you guys want to get in on that, get yourself a nice emote. Support your favorite streamer duo.
Yeah, this is the first stream of the week. Let's start it off with a bang. Thank you so much for the support, guys. Get in on that hype train. Let's see if we can get to level 3. Let's go. All right, what else can we do, Maya? I didn't solo that guy in the end, but
But yeah, the Writhing Fortress is on until Friday, and well, it's going to be back again early next year, isn't it?
should we do a bit of fortressing?
Sure. So stacks mean to be always together, close to each other. Yeah, with the DDs.
Yeah, you know the word stack, right? It just means a pile of something. So like a stack of plates. There's even a weird sport in America and parts of Asia called speed stacking, where you get a bunch of plastic cups and you're supposed to break them apart and then stack them together very quickly. That's basically how it works.
I know how you can help.
It's not like it's not an unusual word. But yeah, in the context of ESO, it generally means that. But you're also right that you can have stacks of a debuff or buff or whatever.
Just gifted 5 subs to the community. Thank you so much.
Gloomvex, wow, thank you. You guys are the greatest. Thank you so much for the support. Maya has done amazing things with it already. And yeah, there's a lot more to come, I guess, in the new year with regard to that. New
honestly,
events,
like-
new things
Yep.
like Games Fest that we will do.
Yeah, there's some pretty amazing stuff coming next year, but yeah, all the support from you guys is so appreciated, because I basically need to leave my day job so I can focus on this full time.
So we can do this
otherwise
properly.
It's just
Yeah.
fucking insane. That being said, 5 more subs to complete level 4. So if anyone wants to get in on that, I help.
Thank you so much. This
Let's
is
celebrate with a tickle.
genuinely, this is how we continue doing the streams, because they're fun and chill, but they take a lot of time. They take a lot of work and energy, and we simply wouldn't be able to justify it without that level of support. So incredibly appreciative of you guys for doing that. Thank you. Yeah, now Rune of Displacement not really going off either.
Watch streak reached. Erin is currently on a 5-stream streak. And it's just over 3 minutes left on the hype train. Even if you just gift or get yourself a sub or 100 biddies, you get yourself an emote at the end of this.
There's like hardly anyone in here. All these people down there, not sure where to go.
It's Tuesday during the day, you know.
No, I know, but
But what's going on? How do we do this?
I shouldn't have killed all the Dremora. Leave a couple alive so that you can use them for parts. I don't mean that quite as gross as it sounds. But yeah, 2 and a bit minutes left on that hype train, guys. If anyone wants to jump it a little bit higher, thank you, thank you.
Yep. Gonna say Macho Sacrifices, that was it. One time I was doing random dungeon on a tank, said I'd never done it, nobody said anything. We got to the boss where you have to keep 3 people apart. And I don't know what the others were doing, not helping me with putting 2 of them apart. You don't have to keep them apart. You need to lead them into the blue light. Zakon, thank you so much for the biddies. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
You can, yeah, they will generally refuse to stack. But actually, if you could get them to stack the enemies, that would be the best way to kill them. Problem is, each of their auras prevent you from doing certain things. So it'd be a pain. But now the Arcanist has made it so much easier, at least.
I held, and even better than the emotes. Gifting subs makes our streamers happy. Oh, thank you. Well, it's just over a minute left on that one. Bloomvex, for recurring support, I believe you've mentioned both Coffee and Patreon. Is one better for you guys than the other? I mean, Coffee we actually use. I'm not sure we have, like, made much happen on Patreon. So yeah, if with obviously Twitch keeps half of everything we get. So yeah, Ko-fi, especially you can set up memberships. We get everything. So yeah, that's a really good shout. But everything, you know, counts. The more subs we get, then we can actually get more from Twitch going forward, stuff like that. So there's a lot of stuff that, yeah, we can do. That was going to be my next question. I couldn't find a Patreon link. Well, yeah.
See if I can move the Infernium a little bit. Because taking out these guys is good for my stamina.
Oh, 10 seconds left on that hype train. Again, no one said anything. Yeah, I mean, probably. I wouldn't be surprised if the group didn't know either. That's the thing. And people don't want to admit to it. At least you said, "Hey, I've never done it. Any help? Any hints?" And they're like,
"Oh
yeah,
yeah,
I'm not going to give you anything."
Yeah, people don't like to say that. And there's only one short result, isn't there?
Thank you so much for the gifted sub.
Oh, thanks, Erin.
Ninja Poo Gaming. Nice. So they did a hotfix so the Infernium doesn't bug.
I mean, I've never seen it bug.
No.
But oh no, I've seen it once on PTS. But it is a thing that can happen, and I don't know if it's something that players are doing wrong. I bet it's a thing that we shouldn't be triggering, but because we're doing things in a mistaken order.
Yeah.
I bet it's something like that. But still, you can't blame players for that, even if it is the reason. You need to proof your content against that. I kind of want to go with the Infernium. It's so fun.
Oh yeah, hang on. Ninja Poo Gaming. I just sort of realized. Is that like somebody's old account? Like Bezo Creek or something silly?
Khan's right ball. Or something like that.
Nice.
So weird. Like, why? Stack for me, babies.
Choo choo. Thank you, Zakon. Moose, I've started just straight up asking why someone does X or Y in pugs. If I see a Templar beaming a boss 100%, I want them to explain their thought process. Very rarely get an answer. Yeah, exactly. Frosty Rucker. Oh, thank you so much for another gifted sub there, Erin. Thank you. Oh, Khan's right ball. There we go. Frosty Rucker. Is there a reason to repeat the event? Is there like a rare drop?
No. I just like it. I think it's fun. When it doesn't bug out, I actually think this part of the wall is by far the coolest thing that they did.
assassin ass are blocked. Help them by
Hey, Khan.
Hey, Maya. How you
Shall we
doing?
switch to Eve?
Yeah, let's do it. Oh, yeah, I forgot to even mention that we got a treat for you guys. Because so many of you messaged me or said on Discord, oh, god damn it, you know, after you played Eve the other day, people have either, like, picked it up for the first time or got back into it after years. That was fun to see.
But yeah, let's continue that, you know, this awesome energy, well, my energy, because Khan has none, and chat and everything, so don't go anywhere. The link just popped up. It is a sponsor stream, so if you want to get yourself, play the game for free and get 1 million skill points,
That is a lot.
there is the link.
It's not the same as 1 million skill points in ESO, but it is
It's
still
not.
a lot. It's a huge boost for a new player. It's like having a shitload of gold or something, except that it won't inflate the in-game economy, because it's just you. Let's see the Infernium die.
Oh no. But yeah,
Bonk.
it's, by, you know, just clicking that link, downloading, checking it out, you are helping to support us on the channel. Because, you know, the more sponsorship like this we can get, the sooner I can come home, and we get to play some awesome games as well and interact with some amazing studios. So, yeah.
And amazing
Love it.
people.
Well, obviously.
The viewers.
Obviously. But that goes without saying.
So shall we switch right now?
Yes.
Alright, let's do it.
So what did you guys get up to?
Well, we did some mining. We just messed around a little bit with the tutorial. Just explain, like, it's actually one of the better MMO tutorials.
I was well impressed, yeah.
Yeah, like,
Because at first I was like, oh my god, there is so much, but they just so clearly walk you through it.
that seems
just
like
the-
damning with faint praise. Oh, hang on, I can't leave because I'm in combat. I can't get out.
Alataria, have fun scanning down your first anomaly just to be ganked by 3 players. One shooting you, one scanning, one getting the loot.
Yep.
And visit Gita44 for scams in local chat. How is the hubby Maya? Is he taking care of himself?
Not really. I'm streaming
No.
because we said we would. It would be
Oh,
nice
but
if
hey-
you could just leave the instance, wouldn't it? But you can't do that here.
But at least you get to get an early night, Khan.
Yeah, I can have one of those if I want.
Yeah, well,
That'll do.
you've been replaced, so you can.
Oh, really?
Mhm.
Oh, okay, that's cool. Alright, I'm still in combat.
There is a subscription from a subscription for Gloom. I can't speak, from Gloomvax. Thank you so much on Ko-fi. Much appreciated. That's amazing.
Wow, that is an incredible gesture. Thank you so much. That really helps us a lot. It's so kind. You've already donated once or twice on Ko-fi, I do recall. So that is incredibly
I think a
kind.
lot more than
and-
once or twice.
Yeah,
actually,
no,
so
that's
really
true.
appreciate
That's-
it. Thank you so much.
No, that is an incredibly generous thing to do. I can't get out of combat, guys. Shall I just hard shut down the game?
Yeah. Khan has been replaced as a hubby. Yes, I've got a new one now.
I mean, the hubby part is kind of boring anyway. Let's be honest. I'd rather just be content creator and sex machine. Maya's just laughing at the very idea. Oh, I'm out of combat.
So when I'm not at home, I'm at work. Which one are you going to be doing? what is this, Erin? Gifted a tier 1 sub to Maya's new boyfriend?
Yeah, Bellotta, I thought of that, but it would take so long to die to anything in there. I was thinking, well, none of the stuff is likely to kill me in a hurry. So I managed to get out of there. Anyway,
You are. I have been expecting.
closing down ESO now. Let's flip over to a different game. another MMO. The only other MMO we've been streaming, really, isn't it?
Yeah. A friend jumped down somewhere and died. Oh, I'm sure you can find.
I'm sure there are places. There are places below. Yeah.
In the deep darkness. 6. Yes, Alatariel. Whoop. You owe a tickle redeem card, so maybe when it, I don't know, load in.
We also
Yeah,
should we be playing the game as well? Maya, we haven't played in a while. You know, the board game.
Not right now. I accidentally jumped into the Azure Plasma. Oh, you can just go into the water if you're near there. Yeah. Wondered why my Excel did not respond.
Wow, I literally can't close ESO
Oh
now.
no, Moose! I just lost the game.
I
Ah!
just lost. Oh no.
Khan broke his computer. Alt F4.
No, just yeah. I had to Alt F4 that shit. Funny. Are we suddenly getting
Enjoy
audio?
your luck, Erin.
We suddenly getting audio? Somebody try a Blurpee. Are they working again? We're getting all the sub notifications now?
That's not Blurpy though, obviously.
No, I know.
Oh, everybody's... No, stop it! Stop it!
Oh, sad.
Did I like... No, they were going. I saw them go, the notifications. I thought.
Alright, we're logging in. And you're okay changing all the
Already did.
usual nonsense.
Connecting.
Yeah, Coldflare has had issues today, yeah. Yeah.
Cold flare.
Cloudflare.
Cold fire ballista.
That is what I was thinking.
Skill training completed. Pilots, please be careful to breathe.
Alright, well we have arrived and it seems sensible to celebrate our arrival with a tickle redeem, doesn't it?
Yes. So the new update obviously is live.
Yep,
It's
and
coming today.
Maya, you haven't seen this, have you? This is the main trading hub. I think this is one of the biggest space stations in the game.
It's pretty massive.
Man, I can see why the people who are super into this game really want more first-person stuff to do. As a, as a sidearm to that MMO. Anyway, gonna do the tickle.
Random fact of the day, hey Raves Lord, push button were made available to the general public for the first time in 1963. Chan, the amount of times yesterday when I did the fortress, when other people kept shooting the wrong seals with the ballista. Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
They
yeah.
should have watched Khan's video.
Yeah, they should.
The NPC even explains what to do, yeah.
What do you think, Maya?
That is freaking rad.
I realized there are a few settings that weren't maxed out the other day when we streamed it, so it's looking even prettier today.
Ooh.
Should we just undock and fly around this station?
Lily Dryad.
Honestly, I really dig the just the obviously it's not going to work as an MMO. It's not going to keep you very long occupied, but just like jetting around, and I discovered how to hide the UI as well. And just like taking in the sights and recording footage. Oh, it's getting a bit choppy here because it's loading in this entire area. And this area is extremely busy.
Tariel, they had a first-person game where you could go on planets, but it was like PS1 only, and you could not really connect to the PC players. Didn't work out at all.
No, it didn't. They've got another one coming, which is called Eve Vanguard next year, and that looks much more promising.
Say what you will about Eve, but the graphics are nothing less than fantastic. It looks incredible.
It does look so good. It's not just the graphics, it's the design and just the way that the world works and the scale of it. The fact that I can zoom right in here. I can go into first person mode. And look around. Although I can't look behind. And then I can also zoom the fuck out. It's crazy. Talk about nameplates. All the comings and goings. I love it. Maybe I did overcrank the graphics a little bit. I can tell the frame rate isn't what it was. Did you say we have another tickle redeem?
Yes, we do, from Lily Dryad.
Hey, Lily. One final detail for me would be really cool if you could just see your little pilot, your capsuleer, inside some of these ships. Not all of them have it, but those that do have a, you know, a cockpit with like a glass windshield, I guess, for want of a better word. Let's just orbit the station for a little while then, while I go and do the ticklage.
What's TDF there, Alatariel? The ESO sidestep. Did anyone ever manage to fix Scordo not being at the camp? To hand in the quest? Still got the quest. Oh. Yeah, I thought that was hotfixed. But yeah, Moose is saying that wasn't that done yesterday. There's certainly a post about all of these. Yeah.
No, we broke some sort of barrier with that one. That went so loud, I couldn't even hear it anymore.
Sorry. Oh, I see, Alatariel. Now my incursion group. Uh-huh.
Alright.
Incursions are like marshmallow attack. Well, Khan can do that one.
I'll do a marshmallow attack, sure. Well, if anyone has any requests for like stuff they want to see, how does that work? Obviously, be realistic. I can't take this brand new ship and go and do PvP or anything like that. Is there something I can read? And you guys, let me know if you want to see more of the UI. I'm guessing you don't care, and you just want to see the space stuff, the world, rather than the UI. But if you do, I can upscale it a little bit.
Take over the planet in the background. Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen. Hell, Graveslot, visit the biggest and the smallest planet.
I think that's how this works.
I'm going to take over that one with my little mining ship. Yes, you fear me. I'm your new lord. Overlord.
I can't think of anything to read. I was elected to lead, not to read. Let's have a look at the agency. Resource harvesting. Hey, here we go. Phased fields. Alright, I can read this. So this is to do with the update that just dropped today. Phased field. Phased fields are locations where a lot of ores, such as plasmacite, can be found into phased asteroids. Finding the full fuel source. Phase fields are rare and valuable sites found in null and low-sec systems, where they appear as cosmic signatures. I think it's disrespectful to the game for me to even be doing this.
It's funny though.
Phase fields are rare and valuable sites found in null and low-sec systems. That's where the cops aren't gonna come and help you. Where they appear as cosmic signatures that must be scanned down with probes. A space-time fracture moves through the site over 2 to 3 days, or lasts quite a long time. It's longer than I thought. As it passes over phased asteroids, they breach and become available to mine. When a phased asteroid exits the fracture, it collapses and is no longer mineable. As the fracture approaches, so this is like anomalies in space, right? And the things they interact with become, you know, fucked up. It's a really interesting idea. Like, we talked about this the other day when we were streaming this. I would love it if the Elder Scrolls Online would try to come up with something similar. What they're doing is they are creating content with the resource harvesting system in 2 ways. One, they've like introduced, it's not exactly a mini game. It's a scanner that makes resource extraction more fun and interesting to do, and introduces like critical hits and a little bit of a system like that, so to make it a little bit more engaging. But they've also got this anomaly, these fractures, which produce this incredibly valuable prismaticite. It'd be like, I don't know, going to give you a very live analogy, to go to a rune stone in the Elder Scrolls Online and you get like 5 Hakejo from it. You know, that's significant. I love the adverts everywhere. So like, I think they contracted real advertising agencies to make the fake adverts so that they would look really on point. I might be mixing that up with Cyberpunk Night City. I'm pretty sure there's stuff about that.
Moose Wise can't speaking Danish.
Very good, very good, very good. All right, Maya, you're gonna be in charge. What do you want to go and do?
Let's go and mine some stuff.
Should we just open the map and see what's what?
Yeah. Let's do some zooming around.
All right, mining.
Zoom, zoom, zoom.
Oh, we can just find the cargo containers. There are no asteroid belts in this area. I guess they were mined out a long time ago, maybe. Let's see what else we can find. Okay, we can go to... Let's do a couple of jumps.
Yes, please.
To the Maurasi system.
Oh, what a blob.
Warp drive active.
We'll turn this ship around.
Turn this shit around.
Turn this crazy bird around. Let's go. So what we're doing now is using our warp drive to get to a hypergate.
Oh, it's just so beautiful.
It's such a fun game,
Right.
just for the visuals. Obviously, like I said, I don't think that will last long enough to get into the MMO aspect of it. You need other things to bite you. But it might be the prettiest MMO I've tried, which is amazing, given it's probably the oldest, really mainstream one of them. I know old school RuneScape is very popular, but I don't think it's as popular as this. Or maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. But yeah, they did a great job with the visuals, and obviously it helps with the type of thing that they're depicting.
Yeah. That is a cute owl there, Gilly.
Mm-hmm. Right, one more jump and we should be good.
What's that happening to the planet? The red at the top, the red crap.
I've no idea.
Doesn't look healthy though, does it?
That's as far out as I can zoom. Man, that's a big planet.
Oh yeah.
I think that's not actually the...
Oh, Moose just ruining it.
I think it's just a nebula behind the planet.
Okay.
But because of our perspective, we can't see shit.
Give us a chance. Oh, it's an owl or a botched surgery.
Whoa. So the story here is that where we are is this is not the Milky Way. We are not in Kansas anymore. A gate was found in the Milky Way a long, long time ago that transported you to another galaxy. And when they got out the other side, they found the markings signifying EVE on the other side, and that's it. That's the name of the...
Yep. I studied Eve twice in the past, but got so quickly overwhelmed that I stopped playing. It sounds like they redid the tutorials and made it much more accessible for
They
new
really
players.
did. Yeah.
That is literally the first thing I said to Khan when I sort of started.
Yeah, Maya started prepping before I did. You did great. It was really
Yeah.
useful. And she was like, whoa, this
Right,
is
okay.
so easy to follow, actually. Sorry, I'm totally talking over you. You go ahead.
No, you just need to take your time, and I love that. Because at first I was like, oh my god, there's so much going on. But actually, when you just follow what they do, go nice and slow, you can, pull up little videos just to explain how stuff works. Yeah, I was really impressed.
It's in their interest to provide resources for that. And they've recognized it and have figured out how to do it in a way which is worth their time. Because there's always that question. How many of our players need this? How are we making the best use of our limited resources as game developers by doing this? A tough question to answer. Yeah, the sense of scale it can actually be a little bit terrifying. Not gonna lie. You can get, like, oddly philosophical when playing the game. There we are, there's the asteroid belt we were shooting for. Which one strikes your fancy, Maya?
The one that looks like a heart? Yeah, that one.
This one?
Mm-hmm.
You get to see a depletion status that's new as of today. So basically what we're doing is just a very high-tech version of going out to get chromium from... Yeah, we're doing our surveys here.
I'm doing my surveys here!
It just makes it look much more dramatic. And when you set your course to the next, I don't know, rubidite ore deposit, you can say, Chewie, punch it. Can't really do that in ESO. Unless your mount is extremely furry.
Yeah.
Alright, dude, come on. Let's maybe speed up a little bit. I'm too close to warp, but... like,
Mind that one! No! That one! No,
Yeah.
the other one!
exactly.
Mammoth mount.
Alright, I think we can probably start mining it now. Let's stop the ship.
Like 10,000, right?
Yeah, but it looks cooler if we get nice and close.
Oh, yeah.
It's more cinematic.
That, ooh.
You gotta think of these things when you're a streamer, Maya? One day you'll learn. I don't even have to look at her to know what she's doing.
There may have been a finger involved.
Oh, yeah.
Can you guess which one?
Doesn't make a ton of sense that I'm orbiting it like this while I'm mining it, but what the hey. It looks cool.
Sense Schmentz.
Yeah,
Exactly, looks cool.
agreed.
Yeah, Pinky. Pinky will offer help, exactly.
I'll just lock the camera on the asteroid there and slow the ship down a bit. Well, there we go. It looks pretty good, doesn't it? Like if we hide the UI, that looks cool as fuck.
Yeah, it looks real pretty. You got a pretty asteroid there. That was weird.
Yeah. You got a pretty mouth. Is that what
That's
you
what I
were
was
going for?
trying to go for,
Yeah.
but then I sort of lost.
Nice
faith in
asteroids you got
myself.
there.
Yeah. Make your own corp early on to avoid the 10% tax to NPC corps when trading. Ooh.
Yeah, is that a thing we should get on with?
Apparently so.
All right, Maya. So let's talk, guys. If you've got any questions, by the way, if you want to see us do something else here, do let us know. But let's talk about the next challenge for you in terms of games to get. Well, let's not put it this way, but you know, games that you want to get out of the way, games that you want to be done with. You want to complete them.
Me.
Yeah. So,
Right.
or things that you're looking forward to playing, or things that you're looking forward to getting off the list. Red Dead is climbing back up my list. I never played either of them all the way through, and I really want to get that done soon.
Alataria is saying showcase Amar ships. They are awesome. Wasn't it on sale? Red Dead.
It was, but we didn't buy it.
Oh, knack it if not.
Well, I still haven't finished the first one. I thought, well, it's going to be a while before that's done.
You will absolutely love Red Dead 2. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Paul Guyette is in that one, right?
First one,
Oh, this first one.
I believe.
Right. You sure?
No.
I thought it was the second one because he told a story of how he didn't know what he was actually doing the voiceover for.
Oh no,
and
no,
then
no!
sort of
You're
picking
yeah,
up a few things. He was like, "Holy shit! This is the sequel to Red Dead."
yeah. That's right. You're absolutely right.
Yeah. Moose, you haven't played Red Dead and Red Dead 2? I mean, if there were more hours in the day, Moose. Yeah, it's been pretty crazy.
Yeah, I barely have time to play the handful of games that I've got on my desk, so to speak.
Gilly, I just started Ghost of a Tale. You play a little mouse trying to find your wife. Oh, it's cute.
Oh, that's
also
cute.
Scary because there are evil guard rats who will kill you if they spot you. That sounds really fun. Well, I've talked about it's sort of popped up a few times on stream and just in general that I'm thinking of just starting a like weekly stream on top of what Khan's already doing or what we're doing together.
All right,
But,
so check this.
Oh, okay.
Just keep talking, but just pay attention to how far away we are from the asteroid belt and how far away we are from these rings of this planet. And we'll watch those recede. Sorry, Maya, please continue.
So like on an evening, and I was thinking of just playing through the Elder Scrolls from start to finish, the main ones, I suppose.
Or you might skip Battlespire.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, thinking about it. Moose, I've been watching the two leads in Red Dead and Red Dead 2 play their own games. Pretty fun. Yeah, that is always fun. Bellotta tried to play the game, but it sadly triggered motion sickness for me. Which one? Is that a Ghost of a Tale? Yes, do it, Maya! Oh, thanks, Egbert. Yeah, I need to sort out my schedule properly for that, but yeah.
Like, you can barely even see that asteroid belt now around the bottom of the screen.
That is so cool.
And if we zoom back in, that's where we are.
Ah,
And we are going over 0.5 kilometer per second, 600 meters per second, and we basically haven't moved in relation to...
yeah, that was one, I think.
The scale of it is just terrifying. You know what I mean?
I think I wasn't actually going, but then still when I was, because of that, I was like, hang on, why am I not? Oh, I am moving. It's just huge.
Yeah, you feel like you're not moving at all. Until you zoom in, then you can see you're going pretty fast.
Moose is saying, that seems pretty slow for space travel. I mean, you're not warping.
I mean, yeah, this is like the starter ship.
Yeah.
There are obviously ships that go way faster. But yeah, if I warp to...
Your face.
Exactly. There we go, we can warp to the customs office. And now suddenly things will move.
Warp drive active.
Where's the gas giant gone? Seriously, where'd the planet go? We went so fast past it.
You lost the planet.
Yeah.
That's kind of impressive.
But yeah, the mathematics of it are just a little bit terrifying. Oh, that's a very Jupiter-looking fellow, isn't it? Look at this guy. Who dat? Is that Marasi 8?
What's that? Lost the bleeps, sweeps, and the creeps. Why is the cat outside meowing like a moron?
I have no idea.
Because probably he is a moron. Even the dog's like, what's going on? Space never really did it for me personally. Oh, I've always been intrigued by it. But it's such a foreign concept. It's really weird, like playing like Enshrouded. It's not realistic, is it? Like it's not something you look out of the window and like, yeah, I can totally recognize that could look Enshrouded-y. And yet somehow it sort of is. Oh,
Yeah, but games play that trick on us all the time.
Oh yeah. But for space is still such a. It's
Ooh.
like I can't relate to it. Does that make sense? Whereas I feel like I can sort of, in a way, relate to something like Enshrouded, and that's one thing that's sort of terrifying, but also incredibly intriguing about anything in space, especially a game where you're in space. Did I say space enough times?
Yeah, they've they tweaked that map, by the way. That looks quite different.
I'm in space.
But it's fun to just look backwards. It's just... I'm still impressed just with the mathematical, technical side of it. That they convey the scale so effectively. It's not what anyone really signs up for with a space sim, but it adds so much. The fact that they did do it.
Yeah.
Somewhat plausibly. It's pretty wild. It's pretty good. There we go.
A steer-headed view. Hey! Afternoon to you guys. This game looks wonderful, but it looks way too complex for me to be willing to learn it for the sake of entertainment. What with the amount of work you have to put in to understand all the intricacies, it falls out of entertainment and into work. Well, that's the thing. They completely redid the tutorial, and actually...
Yeah, I think...
It's very straight up.
I think people focus on, like, completing the game. Just, it's free. Like, just fire it up, and you'd be amazed how beautiful it looks. Like, I'm looking at it in 4K here. I'm just having a blast just zooming around, not really doing anything particularly smart or interesting. I'm not even sure where the station is that we just came from. It's around here somewhere. Oh, we can go to this one.
Drive active.
But yeah, you're absolutely right. It's a huge thing.
It is a complex
but
game,
it's a little bit like saying the world is just too overwhelming. There's too much out there, so I'm just gonna not bother. Do you know what I mean? Because so much of the game, the content in this game is created. It's not developed by a team of creatives, by the studio. It is generated emergently by the player base. That is what makes it so huge, so infinite, and so terrifying.
And they really thought out the tutorial, because I was sort of getting myself a little bit overwhelmed, and then I thought, then I just sort of started following it, and you can sort of keep going with the tutorial bit. So you sort of do one thing at a time. Let's just focus on the one thing, because that's something that people definitely have complained about other MMOs. That there is just no explanation, no help. You're just chucked into this massive world and go.
That is a fucking
What is that?
badass looking station, isn't it? That looks tricked out like crazy.
Looks like an ice cream cone.
I think it looks like a lowrider, doesn't it? If you really want to impress the people in your neighborhood, that's the space station that you show up to the club in. Do you know what I
Oh yeah. Oh, look at that cereal. I'm happy to say that we don't have to do any cooking for Thanksgiving. We're going to our oldest daughters for the holiday. We just
That
get
sounds
to shop
awesome.
and eat. Nice.
Well,
It's
I'm
next
just glad
week,
that
right?
I'm just glad that you guys, those who need to fly home for Thanksgiving, or to fly somewhere I'm just glad that you're able to. Like, there was a genuine chance that just wasn't going to be feasible for a lot of people.
What do you mean?
Well, because of the government shutdown.
Right. Sorry. I was sort of focusing on food. and
It was
just didn't
yeah,
compute.
it was like knock-on effects of just not the resources not being there. Yeah, compare this to the last station we were in, and this is just a cozy little hang, isn't it? Compared to the giant fucker we were in before. But I think that is like the New York City of EVE Online. Like, I could be wrong.
Where's the studio based?
Iceland, Reykjavik.
It is Iceland, yeah.
And they do, the thing I was talking about, the player council, it's a democratically elected, like, representative council of players. And they still hold a sort of a mini parliament with the studio on an annual basis.
I love that.
On the one hand, it's a gimmick, but it's also genuinely cool.
Yeah, and I think even with that gimmick, it's worth it. Cyril Basadish news: my granddaughter was in hospital, has the flu and norovirus. Ooh, poor baby. Her breathing is so labored right now. They got her on some antibiotics, and now she's home now. Nice. So it's looking up. It's on the way, on the way to recovery. Thank goodness. Yeah.
Yeah, thank goodness for that. That's horrible to hear.
It's got to be really terrifying as well. Like, yeah. Oh, poor thing. There's that time of the year, guys. Be careful. Look after your immune system. Have some multivitamins or eat fruit and veg. Wherever they say you do. Stay warm. And if somebody coughs at you, slap them in the face. Obviously, don't do that. But yeah, it is so annoying how often people just walk around coughing with their mouth open, not covering up. Like, come on.
Oh, yeah.
It's just yeah.
Do we have any phased asteroids yet? Yeah, I haven't actually looked up where I would find that, but this is a specifically a mining map. My goodness, it's so detailed. With red being not worth it or not worth it so much, and the way the map populates as I move the cursor around, that's really cool. It looks like something from Star Trek, doesn't it? With the very primary colors. 13 jumps away.
People like to spread their germs. Antibiotics for a flu. I mean, flu can be, depends what started it. It can be,
Yeah,
it's one of
can
those
be viral
terms that-
or bacterial.
Yeah, exactly. So, and with norovirus as well, that's horrible.
Well, I'm so far away from our home system. I think our starting
That looks so
system
fun.
is something like over here.
I love when you zoom all the way out. It looks, I don't know, it looks like berries or like moss on some. That's ooh.
And there are different map overlays as well. So this is factional
Oh, it's
warfare.
close. Ooh.
So stay out of there.
Yep.
What else have we got? Insurgencies. A little bit of stuff happening around here. The Bleak Lands. I'm not going to go there.
Yeah, I don't think that sounds safe.
Planets. But yeah, that is actually low key. That's a really nice map improvement. And that's the mining overview.
Oh, cool. Shiny. Lots of shiny things.
So I haven't actually looked at these yet. This is the first time I'm logging in after the update.
I mean,
And,
that just happened today, so...
yeah, it's just this afternoon.
Yeah.
Cool.
It does look pretty complex.
I mean, it is, but I mean, they've done a pretty good job of like slimming it down, so it's a bit more comprehensible.
Mm.
But yeah, this is where we started out, somewhere around here.
It looks like paw prints.
That's the Minmatar symbol.
I
yeah.
know, but it's like from very far away. It
Yeah.
looks like paw prints.
Well, where'd you want to go, Maya?
Left?
Left.
Can you dock in that station? That you
The one I'm in, the one I was just
Yeah.
at. Yeah, I already
Yeah.
did. We just came out of there.
Oh, sorry.
Wow, way to make a man feel self-conscious when you dock, and they didn't even notice. Yikes! Yikes!
Gotta try a little harder. I think I was looking for the cat because he's howling somewhere in the hallway. So I heard you talk about it, but I wasn't sure. Yeah.
You may have just missed it. Oh no, yeah, I said once we were inside, was that this the previous one we were in makes this look like a tiny little cubby hole, by comparison.
I do love all the ambient sounds as well. Like it's
Yeah. The truth is, sadly, I'm not going to be able to do a great deal right here, right now, because I just haven't put in the necessary like investment in ship and skills and all that progression.
oh, we're doing that kind of docking.
Yeah.
Ooh. What is that?
Just another station. But we're in like we're pretty near the heart of the industrial heart of the game, I think.
Well, let's
So
go and have a
there's-
look.
There's a lot of like big stuff.
Exciting things.
That is sometimes it's hard to put your finger on what it reminds. This makes me think of Star Wars more than anything else, I think.
The back, sort of as we arrived, I was sort of reminded a little bit of Alien, sort of the gun motif in Aliens.
Oh yeah.
So everything's just a big gun.
The Sulaco is just a giant gun in space, yeah. Also from the back it looks like that ship that Anakin and Ahsoka steal in Star Wars, the really shit one. What's it called? The Twilight? I can't remember. We've got a Lego model of it somewhere. But yeah, it's inescapable, right? All these famous
oh yeah.
space franchises, you're gonna make comparisons. You want to dock in this place?
Yeah, let's dock in there as well. And then we can do a little guide. Not guide, like a review. Maya and Khan.
10 out of
The
10.
best
Would
dock-
recommend.
I would dock here again. I hope we're not doing the danger. What kind of docking is dangerous? Ooh.
I think what we should do is warp back to where we came from.
Alright. Is there a dangerous kind? Yeah, Asterial. Being the chef you are, Maya, you'll like this. I made Cajun chicken and rice for supper. Ooh. Put a pic in Discord. Let's go and have a look.
Nice. Although you're going to make me hungry. We haven't eaten lunch yet. And it's like 4:30 now here, so...
Yeah, I'm hungry now. Damn. Oh, that looks great, Asterial. I suppose head-first docking is quite dangerous. Thanks, Egbert.
Thanks, Egbert. Appreciate it.
I think it's just being tired and whatnot. I sort of
Oh, wow.
was avoiding the... Oh my
Look
gosh,
at
that's
that.
incredible.
That looks fucking awesome. Sorry to cut you off.
I was avoiding the dog and the cat and just went basically headfirst into a wall, and I sort of grabbed the banister down the stairs so I wouldn't fall down. So I didn't fall, but like pulled my muscles in my arms, and I hit my head a little bit.
Yeah, Maya was very sad about that all of yesterday.
It was really painful. Still, only if you're not looking where you're going, Egbert. Yeah, exactly. Well, that's the... Yeah. Bloda, I had the pita bread stuffed with sujuk and cheese again for breakfast/lunch. Nice. Yeah, that also made me happy. I was at work.
Yeah, that is solid.
How else do you dock with someone, if not head first? Still, I haven't
If
eaten
your
yet
parents
today,
weren't able to
waiting
have
for
this
my-
conversation with you, I'm not going to step up. Not my area. Not my responsibility.
Waiting for my sugars to drop some more. Oh, I see. What time is it for you, though? Like, it's still relatively early-ish, right? Be 4:30, and that's the thing. If you skip lunch and then you just keep getting hungry, you're like, I could eat a cow, and then like, oh, I don't have a cow in the house. Let's go and buy a cow, or something relevant like.
Hunger is the worst because it makes you get too much food.
Yeah.
And then you're sitting there with like lovely, lovely food that you got for yourself, and you've eaten 2/3 of it, and you're done. But you think, well, if you're like me, you think, I don't want to leave any, so you just carry on, and then you've had too much, all because you didn't eat in a timely manner.
Yeah.
This is a thing that, as a grown-ass man, should not be a problem for me anymore, but it still freaking happens. And it happens to you as well sometimes, Maya. If Maya goes shopping when she's hungry, she will always get like an excessively fun or large amount of stuff.
Yeah, but then I'm not a dummy.
Well,
I
not
need
always.
stuff.
But yeah, you don't have my problem. That if it's on the plate, you finish it. Maya will just stop when she's done. Whereas as a kid, it was always like, you must empty your plate.
Still say, Moose, yeah. Gonna join kind and leave that one be. Moose,
Yeah.
like, yeah. Maybe we're talking of very different definitions of docking. I'm assuming so. Veloda, when I opened the pita bread bag, I inhaled the amazing smell. I wanted to eat all 3 of them. Freaking fropping. Now I'm really hungry.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of hunger, then, Maya. So what I said, Red Dead. What about you? Is it the Kingdom Come Deliverance games for you?
Yeah.
I'm surprised you haven't been bitten more by the Enshrouded bug. You got a bit of the Eve bug.
I don't know, the
I'm
last
playing
couple of
it.
weeks, because I'm so removed from the streaming, I sort of hop in and you're doing the gaming. Like, I was prepping for Eve because I was going to be here, but then I was like, I'm still not going to be streaming it. So, And sort of the same happened with Enshrouded. Because I was hoping, well, 10th of November just was, it was supposed to be end of October, so I was hoping I'd be able to
This is our route, by the way.
be at home, but of course you had to, so it's just been, I feel like I'm always playing catch up,
Yeah.
which is kind of weird. Mysterial, oh man, I had to stop myself from going to shops when I'm hungry. It's always dangerous. Our week's shopping this week, I got it under $200. Nice. Yeah, sometimes you can go in and you're like, hang on, I just spent like
How much did I just spend? What the
40,
fuck?
like you
Yeah.
spend 40 quid and you're like, that was for one evening.
Yeah.
There's no way I can eat all of that. That's stupid. Like yesterday I went shopping
Yeah, what did I just buy, even?
and I saw a few other things and that and that and then and I was like, what? Why am I? Meh. I got too much self-control. I will only buy what I need when going to the store hungry. Well, fuck you. I really don't. And I forget that I don't, so I don't remind myself to just watch what I'm buying. Moose, I need to play Yote and Atomfall. Yeah, I've got Atomfall.
Oh, Yote.
I really wanted to play that. I love Enshrouded, but I haven't been on it since summer. I've fallen recently down a Dungeons and Dragons online hole. Well, that's a nice hole to fall into. Weird sentence. Not that hole.
I'm sorry, the dragon is in another hole. Yeah, Dungeons and Dragons, though, that is... Well, yeah, what a great place to land in terms of something that's taking up quite a lot of your time.
What are the self-control got downsides? I miss out on all the nice stuff. Yeah, but then it's an actual treat, right? Like when you think one day, you know what? I'm just gonna go and treat myself, and then it's all cool. Whereas
Yeah, as long as you can put it on hold.
Yeah.
Sometimes, you know, be
Within
like, no, this time I'm bloody well gonna do it. There's nothing worse than the person who's always denying themselves. That sucks. But yeah, the person who habitually keeps it lean and sensible, that's totally cool. It's good to be that person. As long as you can, break out of it now and then. That was a very Saturn-looking planet. Look at that.
Yeah, I was looking at that. Yeah, very cool. So, is this like a completely imaginary world? Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
well, given the infinity of the cosmos,
Yeah.
maybe this is eerily close to something that's out there. But no, the galaxy is made up. It's not the Milky Way.
Yeah.
I love that that's the name of our galaxy. Like it's
the Milky Way.
It's a beautiful name, but it is in many ways so silly.
Yeah.
It's poetic in a childish sort of way.
Lady Dryad, and Shrouded is beautiful. I can't believe it's still in early access. Well, it's coming out next year, and I want to say I've seen somewhere that it's like early next year, right? But, I mean, it's out, so you can play it.
Yeah, they are looking at the release of the firm release for 2026.
Yeah.
But they haven't said exactly when that's going to be.
'Cause there was talk of it being late this year, but I don't think that was ever really confirmed. So yeah. Well, Laura, I didn't buy cookies yesterday because my brain was telling me you don't need them. Yeah, I was looking at the cookies yesterday and actually didn't buy cookies. So yeah. Asteria View. Yeah, I'd be
I'm
lying
relieved.
if I said I play a lot. Time after it's extremely limited, given I'm the cook and housekeeper plus see to the missus as I serve her when she's home from work. Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, for me, it's I come from work and I do Ninja Paul's work. It's not
Yeah.
work, but it is work sometimes. Milky Way, translated, we call it Winter Road in Sweden.
Is that true? That's so cool.
Really? That is
Our
fun.
galaxy is called the Winter Road,
That's much better.
the Frosty Highway. I mean, ultimately, it's pretty similar to Milky Way.
But it's better.
I think Milky Way has suffered from the fact that it's a chocolate bar as well.
Oh, yeah.
And that doesn't
yeah,
help.
That's true.
All right, Maya, when we arrive at the next jump gate, I'm just going to zoom in and out to show the sense of scale again, just against the gate itself, and how enormous these things are relative to our current ship. So there he is. There's the gate. Wow, that's a cool ship this person's got. Already missed it.
Run away, Khan.
I was too late. I was
There we go.
distracted by the other player's ship. That was cool. Do you see that? The red highlights
Yeah.
on there, the detailing.
Warp drive active.
But yeah. So, how much more Eve are you gonna play in the next couple of weeks? Do you think? How many hours are you gonna be able to devote to just personal gaming, and,
It's
how
just-
many of them are you gonna put into this game? Because you've really taken to it in a way which I wasn't necessarily expecting.
I loved the
You should be the one streaming, in fact, shouldn't you?
the intro. Sorry, the tutorial. I was because I was a
look
little
how-
bit sort of,
Look how tiny our ship is.
oh, teeny. This is like, this is massive. This is, crazy undertaking. But actually, they really just take you through it as long as you just.
Yeah, they do their best to whelm
Yeah.
you in a in a way which doesn't feel too Yeah, you feel whelmed rather than overwhelmed.
Mm.
Man, I still have a ton of jumps left to do.
Warp drive
What other games are on the list then? So a bunch of you've started playing Enshrouded, a bunch of you've started playing
Yep.
Eve as a direct result of the conversations we've been having around here recently. I love that. They're both games that are trying to do something very interesting. You know, kind of different.
Yeah, no, that's
And
true.
although they're from very different countries, you know, Germany and Iceland, I think the idea of being a very, you know, an extremely developed country, but a little bit off the beaten track in terms of mainstream video gaming culture. I don't know if that's fair to say. This person's
Yeah.
obviously going exactly the same route as me. Do you see that?
Yeah. Stuart's saying, I've never actually seen the Milky Way, but I'm such a city boy. I've never... no places where the light pollution doesn't drown it out. I see, yeah. Moose, I swear,
Oh,
when
it's
I was
worth it.
little, even in my city, I could see all the stars. Nowadays, I can barely see any from the same city.
We used to go to a villa in the south of France. That's where my parents met. And we would go back and stay in a villa around that area a couple of times a year when my sister and I were very little. And I remember, I guess I was in bed quite early when I was very young, like 4 or 5. But at the age of 6 or 7 or something like this, the first time I stayed up late enough for it to be fully dark, because we were usually there around Easter time, summertime. Here we go. Look at that. Different architecture now, different company. And yes, seeing not just the points of light, but the bluey, purpley spread of dust. You know, that streak across the sky that represents, you know, that you're looking laterally along the band of the Milky Way. I remember seeing that, or sort of grokking that for the first time and being like, that's why it's referred to that way. And it kind of blows your mind that, you know, early man, you know, pre-industrial humans saw this shit all the time. Every day, probably.
Yeah, it's amazing,
And
isn't
for
it?
me, it's like I can count on 2 hands the number of times in my life I've been somewhere dark enough to really, like, drink that in. Kind of crazy.
Could it be aliens? Erin, I once stayed up until 9:30 p.m. when I was young. I still remember that day.
Look at this. Look at this one. That's a cool station as well, isn't it? What's going on here? Should we check it out?
Yeah. The only place they're dark now is my mind. Thanks, Moose.
warp drive active.
But yeah, I can only say that I recommend it, Asterial. I love the fact that you just warp through things.
I know. The other day I was like, oh my god, I'm going to crash in. No, I didn't. Fine. Cool. I was really worried.
Okay, now,
It looks like a little city.
I know, right? If anyone knows how to manually pilot, because what I need to do, I haven't actually figured out how to do all that.
Underneath, you see that thing. You can set your speed.
Yeah, but how do I control the direction?
Oh.
It's exactly what I was going to say.
Okay, so now your corny dad joke, because you know it was going to happen.
Yeah.
My father owned a coal company, but mostly kept it to himself. Mind his own business.
Oh, yeah.
Moose, get out.
Didn't we get that one just the other day from someone?
Yeah, I think so. Luth, hello. I spent a few weeks in Cold Lake and witnessing the Aurora Borealis was absolutely breathtaking. Yeah. I would love that.
Yeah, one day we've got to do it. I'm not ashamed to say it. I'm still noob enough at this game that I'm just ooh at all. You know, every time I see a cool space station like this,
Yeah.
just want to throw the ship into orbit mode and take it and check it out.
Check it out now.
Well, it's wild.
It is incredible. It just, yeah, it looks.
It does make, like, the game is big enough as it is, but it does make you think, wow, that they've even, there's a sense of scale on the map here. This is obviously like it's an entire city inside there. Are we really going as fast as we can? Seems a bit chill. Come on.
But yeah, what's on the menu for tomorrow, Khan? More Solstice story?
I think so, yeah.
More Writhing Wall?
Maybe, yeah, well, it depends. I don't know if we'll do the Solstice story because, I think our speed is limited because we're so close.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, because we've knocked down the wall now.
I suppose, yeah. So you don't want to do, like, spoiler.
Yeah. But you know what I mean about what I was going to say, that you can totally see the argument that this space station should be a place that you can dock and there's another game's worth of content in there.
Yep.
Because there's literally, that's probably the size of Skyrim in there, you know, and that's
One day.
and that's just one part of all this stuff.
Hey, Ganesha finally finished doing 30 quests for General Zosimba.
Zasimba.
Congratulations. Yeah, we're going to be here on Thursday this week, and we're going to be playing Vezok's game.
Yeah, that's gonna be
Dating
fun.
the Daedra. But yeah, in the meantime, I think we're going to leave it here for today.
Okay, that's a wrap, is it? I'm glad
That's
I stopped
a
here
wrap.
because
Yeah,
that's
it's
very
beautiful.
cool.
But thank you so much for everyone who hung out with us in another game.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Much appreciated. And yeah, we'll be back in ESO tomorrow.
Yeah, any excuse to I wish I knew more about this game and could really like pitch all of the late game activities. I just simply haven't played enough to be able to do that. But it is really fun to be able to dive in. And guys, I'll say it again. I'm not like shilling for the company. Just look at it. Look at the goddamn game. It's so pretty and it's free to play. So like with that code, if you use that link that Maya's been posting, you can get yourself off to a good start in terms of being able to level up your character a little bit and just start driving around and having a look. Like if nothing else, you could just do that, and then you've checked it out. You've got a little bite of the apple, and you've seen what it's all about. But yeah, I hear almost nothing but good things. The only negative thing people have to say about this game is that it's so big and it can take such a lot of your time. Which, you know.
But yeah, thank you so much for hanging out, everyone. I was thinking, let's take us back to the ESO category and let's go and say hello to Tamer. Tamer Shadow, or Tammy.
Let's do it. All right, guys, you know the drill. So everybody, 1, stay with the stream as we raid off. 2, say hello to Tammy in the loudest possible way. It's not rude, it's awesome to announce yourself like that in the stream. Yo, bitches, you know, like that, basically. And 3, give her a follow if you remain listening after a few minutes. She's awesome. So thank you, Maya, for that, and thank you everyone for today. Thank you so much for the support, and we will be back at you tomorrow with more Elder Scrolls fun.
Thank you. Bye.
Thanks.